Welcome back, everybody, to some Borderlands 2 Sham farming on the PS Vita. You get my wins up here. I also have the win counter on the TikTok, so that should be all fine as well. Preemptively turn down the capture card audio a little bit. And there we go. Smooth sailing. I do have something I want to try during one of the runs, but I'm going to wait till more people are actually in the stream to do that little thing. Oh, we are closing in very slowly on 2,000 runs, which is insane. We're getting closer to the run amount that some of the more well-known Borderlands players have fallen to when doing their own sham farms. So that kind of gives me hope. Kinda yes, kinda no. I don't know. But, who knows? We'll get there. I have so many things plugged in right now, apart from my usual stuff. I forgot to charge my secondary MacBook, my TikTok viewing MacBook. So I have that plugged in from the front, because the cable does not reach all the way. Mr. Noobs, welcome, my friend. Mr. McDingus, welcome. Oh, hell yeah, I got here early. You got here pretty much as early as can be. The only way you'd be earlier is if you clicked on the channel before I even started, while I was plugging stuff up. How are we today? I have a thing I want to try. I want to wear when we do a run, but I want to wait for more people to be in here. Maybe it'll give us luck. I don't know. Who knows? Oh, we begin again. I'm gonna try and not go for another 4 hours tonight. Because as much as the 4-hour sham farms are giving us a lot of runs and a lot of opportunity, it's a lot to do every single time. Like, they used to be 2.5 hours. Then I shifted them up to 3, and then at some point they just became 4 hours, and I don't know. I can't keep doing 4-hour runs. But we'll see. Who knows? Maybe we find it tonight. We don't even need to go that far. That would be the optimal outcome. Yo, PS Vita gameplay W. Appreciate you, my friend. I have no idea what that username is. Looks like a cheat code. But I appreciate you nonetheless. Yes, we have our PS TV going with the Vita cartridge. 24-hour sham farm when I die, when I'm dead. It's Lucas with fancy lip. Ah, okay. I can see that. I mean, that's a cool little twist on it. Do you know if the Maya stat stacking is on the Vita version? We got ourselves a sham right off the first run. Hell yes. This is good. This is one of the very few times we've got a sham right off rip. What do we think it is? Anywhere between 77 to I didn't even get to wear my thing.
I was gonna say that should have been on.
No, I was gonna say, like, I have my little. I didn't put it on yet because I was waiting for more people. I was gonna put this on, a little Borderlands Psycho pre-order mask thing for Borderlands 4. I gotta wait now.
Where is it?
I don't know. Yo, I have that mask too. W94 easy.
Where is it?
I don't look at it because I know people know their item parts, so they can guess it even before I even go over to it. So I want the guesses.
Yeah, why?
I want the guesses. 93. Got 93 and 94. It is just. One second.
Did you pick it up?
No, I didn't. Don't look at it yet.
Okay. I'm gonna look. Between my Borderlands. So if I jump, would that be bad?
You can jump.
Like off?
Well, you don't jump off.
You said I could.
You said jump.
Yeah, I meant off.
There's a lot of different potential outcomes for jumping. I don't like giving you the controller no more. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for that. Okay, I was wondering since I found out about it. I mean, I would think most Borderlands 2 glitches are in this version as long as they never got patched out. Or, like, they were, I don't know. No world drops. Alright, let's see what it is. 90 to 93%. That's a range. You can't give a range. 85.
Damn, that's fucking dog.
85. It's okay. It's the 50th Sham. It's the 50th Sham. We're now. Nathan gameplay is amazing. He already killed the bunker. Can
Facts.
you get the Sham within the next couple of minutes so we can play some PlayStation All-Star Battle Royale? You see the title of the stream, right? I don't know the parts on the shields much, so IDK. Well, I mean, maybe not you specifically, but I mean, I know there are people out there that know their weapon parts. Alright, well, there you go. Do we get a double Sham? It's happened in the past? I don't know. It's been a long time since we've had a double Sham run. One in a row or two in a row. But that's a good start. That's a really good start. As long as you have the Torg DLC, the Scarlet DLC is optional, but makes the farm much faster. For what, the Sham? Or something else? Because loading into the Torg DLC on the Vita takes a while, since most of the maps are large, and the Vita does not deliver large performance. It would have been funny if you actually got the 94 Sham after I had asked that, but the fact you got a Sham regardless after I asked was great. I mean, I said I was going to wear the mask, like, right off the hop, and then I'm like, I decided against it. So, for the stacking glitch on Maya, okay. We do have a Maya character going. She's not, like, up to the level where you'd want to be in the Torg DLC, though. But, I mean, if I remember by the time we get there, I can try it out. Because I don't have a high enough Maya character, I don't think on anything, actually, that I could transfer over to here. Appreciate the follow, Mr. Lucas. Appreciate you. Let's see. Double Sham. If not, I'll put the mask on. And then let's see if that increases our chances. This mask has, like, tiny little slits in the eyes. To see, yeah, on that turret on the Scarlet DLC. I mean, you guys know more than I do. The level you'd want to be for the stacking glitch is, like, 6. Okay. Definitely not at that point yet. I can't remember what level our Maya is currently. Probably in the low 20s, maybe. So, little ways to go, but you know, we'll get there. We will absolutely get there. Alright. Let's see. Double Sham. I wouldn't be mad if, you know, this day was just full of Sham drops. I could go the rest of my life without seeing another bunker SMG. Or another godforsaken customization. I'll take some world drops or pearls, but, you know, just not those two things. I don't want them anymore. We have 63 SMGs and probably close to that in customizations as well. It's kind of niche anyway, because if you get it in the vehicle, it resets, sadly. Oh. Yeah, because you want a level 50th shield, level 30th slow hand. Okay. No double drop, that's okay. Starting off with a Sham is the best possible way to start off a night. Guaranteed. Doesn't matter what the context is.
Well, hello there, Loot.
Starting off with a 94 Sham would have been even better. But, you know, we'll take what we can get. Okay. Alright, so now here comes the fun part of me trying to put this thing on, because I've never put this thing on before. Do I put it on over the headphones, or probably not, eh? Put the headphones on, see how far over it goes on my ears. There you go. Do I look like I'm from Borderlands 4? I can't see anything out of here. This is bad. Like, even just to see the... Like, I had to bend my neck so far down because I could just see out of the top of the mask. Man, it's like Christmas. Those straps are tight as hell with the mask. These ones were kind of loose. You know what? It's not actually uncomfortable. The only issue is that the eye holes are awful. And this one has, like, foam on it. Like, foam on the forehead piece and then, I think, right on the nose. So it's not, like, rough. But, like, I can barely see anything. And my left eye is my strong eye. So I gotta, like, turn this way. I got a true double drop once from the world drop. We've had, like, a double world drop legendary happen. And then we've had double shams, double bunker SMGs. We've never had a double pearl, but I think we've had 2 pearls in 5 runs. Sorry, but you look like the easiest second win in a boss fight. Is it because I could barely get the mask on? 5 minutes gonna be sweating. It'll probably be less than that. It keeps riding up my face when I talk. Like, it keeps moving up. Okay, let's see. How, like, where I want it to sit on my eyes naturally, it doesn't. Oh, man. This has to be the 94 Sham run. Have to be wearing this during the Sham run. Maybe I'll do 2 runs in this thing. They have little mouth cutouts. But, like... Is 61 the max on the Vita? It is max on the Vita, yes. It only got the UVHM upgrade 1, so it only got the first 11 levels. And then the second upgrade it did not receive, so. And definitely no Digistruct peak. You play on PS4, PS5 as well? I do, Mr. or Mrs. Jaden, I do. Occasionally I'll play the Handsome Collection either on PS4, PS5, whatever, or PC. But my favorite versions of Borderlands 2, which may or may not be a hot take, are the Vita and the PS3 version. I don't know why. I started with the Vita version, and then the PS3 version was next. And then I got the Handsome Collection. And don't get me wrong, I love the Handsome Collection for Borderlands 2, or I guess the modern version of it, just because I love the graphics, like seeing the artwork that they put into the textures and everything in 1080p or 4K, with the added benefit of the lighting, the ambient occlusion. It makes for something to behold. It makes the game look a lot more modern than it actually is. Mind you, this is not the correct version. Oh, the AC just turned on. That's a huge benefit. Like, this mask wouldn't be bad if, like, you could see better. Who's your favorite boss in this game? It's definitely not Bunker. Unless we get the 94 Sham. I kind of liked Terramorphous. I don't know. He's included in the base game. He's like an actual formidable opponent. Once you kind of level yourself up. And, I don't know. He looks cool. I like the orange. He sounds menacing, too. Like, the Threshers sound menacing. Oh, you're not a Pearl, right? No. You're not a Pearl either. Okay, we'll do one more run in the mask, and I'll take it off for a while. There's no breathing. Man, Mouthpiece looks a little different. Mouthpiece. He plays everything. Oh yeah, all Borderlands. I have Borderlands on the Mac. I have the physical version of Borderlands on the Mac, sealed. What do you play on? This is on the PS Vita. We have the physical version right here somewhere. Yep, there it is. I do like the purple on the mask. Do any of the Psychos in Borderlands 4 have the purple? I don't know if they do. PlayStation-wise. Started playing Border Space Lands. Again, trying to level up my assassin. Any good methods for XP grinding? Early game, I would say... what's his name? Badmaw? I think. Like, if you get a fastball from Bowl, and then you kind of sit at the entrance... or wherever you exit out of when you fight him, like, and then you travel to the next point, and you just keep going back and forth there. You can farm him, like, just chuck the fastball, and once you get a little higher level, get a slag weapon, slag him, and then throw the fastball. Like, you can get levels pretty good that way if you have access to Digistruct Peak. There's a method, because it'll auto, I think the lowest level that Digistruct Peak is level 30. So if you load into that DLC, and you have to keep loading in until you get badass skags, and there's like a little method where you jump off, kind of like almost off the arena, but you don't. The badass skag will jump at you and then health gate you, so it'll hit you, but like you won't fully die, and then he'll fall off the edge and you get the second wind, and then you get like a whole bunch of XP for that. I don't know, there's some methods to it if you want fast XP grind. If you don't, just play the game, play the side missions. Next Sham's gonna be an 89. We got an 89 in the last Sham farm. It was, I think, on run 5, and it was the only Sham we got. But we did get an 89 last time. We're due for a 94. We've gotten all the other ones too many times. I haven't seen Borderlands 2 take this long to load in years. You sure you weren't just watching this one load for once, and it's just been years later? I think so. Is the oh, sorry, I didn't see that one. Is the Norfleet? Yes, the Norfleet is in this version, and we do have one in our inventory. I can show you it in a second here. It's I think it's a Shock Norfleet that we have. Oh no! Shoot him in the knees! There we go. No Sham. That is unfortunate. The performance is so painful. You have to understand it. You have to understand the performance. You said in Dragon Keep? No. What did I say? Bad Maw. He, get a fastball from, and then farm him, pretty much. Or no, I said, what did I say? Digistruct Peak, not Dragon Keep. Digistruct Peak. Alright, I'm taking this mask off now. Ooh. It's not very breathable. No. It is not very breathable in there, but I can see. It's so nice to be able to see again. Full field of view. That should be something someone should do once. A Borderlands 2 speed run, or just play through the entire game wearing that one mask the whole time. Playing it on a Vita handheld, so your vision is truly limited. Played on the 360 mostly when it came out, but sometimes played on the PlayStation. I mean, I have the 360 version too. I got it way later. Like, I haven't really actually played on the 360 more, so I just got it to add to the collection. But I still need to locate the Borderlands triple pack on the 360, because that's the only true legal way to get all the DLCs on the 360 now, since the store is gone. But the triple pack had a disc for each Borderlands game that had all its DLC on it. Where does one get a mask like that? You had to pre-order Borderlands 4. I did. Where's my mask? Like, physically pre-order. I physically pre-ordered it too. I think it was only at certain retailers, because my brother got it for me for my, like, this birthday, and he went to EB Games. He was getting something else, and he probably asked about something, right? He
I
was,
asked if they had any other merchandise, because
yeah.
Borderlands is like an old game, so...
Yeah, he asked about Borderlands merchandise, and the guy just had a whole bunch of them in the back. So, you might get lucky. You go to a GameStop or an EB Games, depending on where you live, and just ask about them. They might still have some in the back. We got it from GameStop. Yeah, GameStop, EB Games, pretty much the same thing. I wonder if Vita or my 360 games over my internet loads You wonder if a Vita or 360 games loading over the internet runs faster. I don't know. To be fair, I could turn off the wireless, or like the network ability on. I didn't show the Norfleet, hold on. I could turn it off, and then it would load 4 seconds faster, because we've timed it before. Ow. Uh-oh. You're kidding me, brother. Oh, he's not even here. This is despicable. Please, 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 please. Turret, 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 turret. You should have done the reveal of taking off the mask to show you shaved your mustache the other day. I mean, I could have.
You shave your mustache?
I shaved my mustache like 3 days ago.
I didn't even notice.
Are you kidding me right now? $7 million out of the bank. Healthcare. I don't know. I think the first stream I played was Minecraft, so that wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. Just wear the Borderlands 4 mask playing Minecraft. I love that the Vita can't handle the dead body physics, so they just put a nah. I don't wanna. Pretty much. I mean, there's still a toggle in the Vita version to censor gore, so instead of exploding into like a cloud of blood, they just quite literally just disappear. I don't know. There's very few enemies, though, in this port that actually do have ragdoll physics. Whenever you run over something and don't kill it, it'll be a ragdoll. Or Doc Mercy's a ragdoll. Face McShooty's a ragdoll. Like, there's a few of them that are a ragdoll. Where's the Norfleet? We'll show it off again. Where is my We got a nuke 'em a couple streams ago. There's the Norfleet. In all of its frame-reducing glory. That's what it looks like. You know what? I'd say for some of the other, like, legendary weapons that have cool-looking effects, the Norfleet one is the most retained, I would say. Like, it's the most, like, faithful-wise to the console version, or, like, higher-end versions. At least compared to the conference call, because the conference call doesn't have pretty much any of the, cool... How long is that going to go on for? It's still going. It's still going. It doesn't have any of the cool visual effects that you'd expect out of a conference call. But, I wonder about the Storm, the Pearl, because I'm pretty sure that's a first-gen Pearl, and we can get it on here. I've just never found one. But, hey, the bunker fight. Yeah, hey, no Sham. This the show for it. One Sham on the night. So far. I'm going to actually test now. I'm interested to see how fast Borderlands 2 would load. What, on the 360? I mean, on the 360, if you have it installed to the hard drive, it'll crush the Vita. Like, the PS3 that I have, it has an SSD in it. I know it's not using the SSD's full capability because it's SATA 1, but it's still faster than a hard drive. It loads Borderlands 2 maps, I want to say, in like 12, 13 seconds, depending on the size of the map. Mr. Master Chief, back to the grind. Back on the grind, yes, indeed we are. You missed it, I was wearing the Borderlands 4 pre-order mask. This thing's pretty cool. I wish they made more merch. Like, Borderlands 2 had a cool collector's edition with the, like, big red legendary loot chest thing that you could buy, and it came with the steelbook and the game and concept art and stuff, and I don't know if they did one like that for Borderlands 4. Axton's such a goat. I main Krieg, though. Axton's really good to play on the Vita. He's a good all-around character in any port you play, but he makes having questionable frame rate tolerable. Because his turret can shoot for you. So, you know. over internet, no internal. Well, what's it loading off of though? Like, do you have a modded X? You have a modded Xbox, right? And is it just loading off of a drive, or is it like streaming from a computer or something and then loading it?
Full story, bro.
Bunker laughs at you, he mocks you in your shamless wonders. Someone make the Megamind meme and just turn it into no shams. This is my party trick. Everybody has like something they're secretly good at. Something their talent. This is mine. Pull out a Vita at a party, load up the bunker fight. There we go. Farm him on 0. Oh, what? You talking like farm 0 and then, or use hit 0? I don't. I know 0 has the boar. We don't have a 0 character on the Vita. So, one day we will. And I know people want to see the boar on the Vita. And we've kind of tried to test it. When we played with Mr. Actus, because he had a level 16 0 character. And he did hit the boar, but it didn't crash, so. What game be this? This is Borderlands 2. Specifically the PS Vita version. In case you were curious. If an instant crash, boar low. I mean, we tried it. Like, he hit the boar, and it didn't crash. And it didn't even stutter. But, like, the game stutters anyway, so I'm wondering if it just gets lost within the already stutteriness of the game, or I don't know. If you hit the perfect spot on bunker, it crashes no matter how well your console is. Maybe he just didn't hit the perfect spot then. I don't know. One day we will have to test that, because I'm, like, actually genuinely curious about it, too. Maybe the Vita's the one console that it just doesn't crash on. My PC loads it. Oh. Well, I mean, then, if your PC can load it fast, your Xbox is just decoding the video footage from the PC. Like, it's not the Xbox technically processing it, it's just processing video. Unless I'm misinterpreting what you're saying. Maybe never tested it on the Vita. I would assume most people probably have never tested it on the Vita. Roland was the best character ever. He did everything so much better than Axton, so much better than Wilhelm, so much better than Zane. No, that's cap. I can't stand Roland's voice in Borderlands 1. I don't know. I played on the Vita. You played on a Vita? That's insane. That's lovely. We need more. We need more Vita players. Borderlands 2 Vita players. I low-key stumbled across a ball. Appreciate you, and I appreciate the follow as well. Thank you, my friend. We have the physical version. We're playing with the physical cartridge in a PlayStation TV. It doesn't get more ball than this. Zane is the GOAT. Don't diss my boy. Nah, it's Mr. Flip that was saying that. It wasn't me. I love Zane. He's my favorite in Borderlands 3. He was my first character. And I just, like, made him shield tankiness and fast and his cry. Like, I don't know. They just made him overpowered, I think. Like, it's very hard to die as Zane once you get, like, the loadout you want for guns and gear and the skill points that you want. It's very hard to die as him. Which I love. I don't know if that's maybe because Borderlands 3 is easier than some of the other games, but I don't know. It'd be interesting to see maybe one day if someone could mod into Borderlands 3, like, some actual difficulty that stems beyond the mayhem levels. So, like, people could actually test out just how tanky Zane can be. Ethernet on Xbox 360 has a limit of 100 megabits, though. I know it does, but I mean, you don't really need more than that to stream a video signal. Like, I mean, obviously, if you want it to look better and be crisper and limit input lag, then sure, but I mean, the Vita can remote play a PS4 over Wi-Fi on both ends, and the Vita gets like a maximum of 13 megabits per second, and the PS4 launch model at least has some pretty craptastic wireless chip, but it still works and it looks okay. So I mean, like, your internet shouldn't impact how fast the game loads. It will just impact how fast the Xbox receives the video signal. So I'm limited by that instead. Did you see this guy is starting the port of the pre-sequel characters into Borderlands 2? I did see that. I could send a clip of it to the Discord. Are you in the Discord, my friend? I added a couple people recently, so I can't remember who all is in there. I agree with this, but Borderlands 3, you're comparing Vermi with Borderlands 1 Craw. Yeah, he's tough, but I mean, he's definitely not the toughest, I would say. And again, if you have a really good Zane build, then he's absolutely not the toughest in a Borderlands series. I want another Sham, dude. One off the first run is good, but we need more. Can't get it to... Yeah, I'm Pod the Rod. Pod the Rod. Okay. I did see that, though, but yeah, feel free to upload a clip to the Discord for everybody else. IDK. Do you play on console? This is a console. PS Vita is a console. What are you talking about? I do, yes, but I mean... It's actually insane the game can run on a Vita. It is. I mean, I wouldn't maybe consider this running, but... You know, when you're not in intensive situations, the game runs fine. Like, it's okay. It's in, like, the mid-20s, but... For a portable console that came out in 2011, trying to play a full semi-open world video game for consoles, you know, it did what it could. It did alright. They're both insanely hard to beat is what I mean. I mean, yeah, they are, but I would say with what you can do for builds in Borderlands 3, it makes, you don't feel as suffocated, I think, when fighting Vermi. Compared to Cromrax. Borderlands 2 on PS Vita. Like we're back in 2012. Exactly. That's the point. PS Vita is a portable console. Exactly. I can see this is an older version that I'm used to. I mean, seeing, you know, but yes, it is slightly older. Well, maybe not older, just didn't get as many DLCs. Can you hit OP10 on the Vita? No, sir. I don't think you'd want to, but it can go up to max level 61 because it didn't get the UVHM upgrade 2. It didn't get Digistruct Peak. It didn't get Hammerlock or Tina or the Headhunters, which kind of sucks. Doubt it. Don't think I got the update. It got the update. No OP levels. Like, no level 72 update. Oh. I mean, to be fair, I think you can put a character on here that's higher than 61. The only issue is that enemies won't scale with you. So, like, you could technically have a level 72 character on here, but you're fighting level 61 enemies. So, you know. I don't really see the fun in that unless you just want to obliterate anything in your path, but... That's my understanding of it. I've never personally tried it, but I've seen some people get it to work. Looking for the 94%. Indeed we are. Zane is also my favorite character everyone used for Mr. Robot, Petman, Flack. I built Zane in such a stupid way that I was a glass cannon. Get off the screen, you're taking up valuable processing power. Favorite characters from each Borderlands game is probably Lilith, Sal, Jack, Doppelganger, Zane, and Amon. I agree with you, except I like Axton. But I mean, my list is pretty much the exact same. I mean, to be fair, I haven't played too much as the other characters in Borderlands 4 yet, so my opinion on that may change. But I like Amon for now. He's pretty cool. He's a pretty cool guy. Well, it affects my load speed as it's slower than the CD drive. Does it? Because, like, the PC is loading the game. Like, is the game running on the PC itself, and then, like, you're just streaming the video signal to an Xbox? Because if the game's running on the PC itself, then I think you might need to upgrade some specs. If the game's taking a long time to load. I'm pretty sure even on PC, like, the game doesn't run off of the disc. Like, it installs from the disc, but it doesn't run off the disc. And on the 360, you can have the game run off the disc, but you can also install it to the hard drive. Can you bore the bunker? Will it kill the PS Vita? It's the 4D bore. It kills the system. The bunker is the Vita. You kill the bunker, you kill the system. I would assume probably, but we haven't made it there yet. This would be the first 94 Sham on the Vita, right? Gotta be. Well, originally it was supposed to be. When we started the streak, or the streak... What are we doing? What is this? The farm, I want to say like a year ago. When we started the farm, no one had found a 94 on the Vita. And then a couple months ago, somebody told us, while we were streaming, broke my heart live, that somebody had found one 2 months before that. And that person had actually commented on one of my previous streams and said, hey, I'm also looking for one on the Vita. And then like 2 days after that comment, he found it. And he put it on Reddit, and then we found it live in the light just left my eyes. Live on stream. So we'll be the second people. We'll be the first people to stream it at least. Because that guy just posted a picture of it and didn't post his runs or anything. He didn't keep track, but, you know. Borderlands discs on PC don't work anymore since they have used DRM, sadly. Yeah, that's the crap. I mean, you could install it on an old PC. Like a Windows 7 machine and get it to work. Most likely. Unless it needs, like... I know some older PC games require Steam to authenticate. So, like, even though you have the disc, it still needs to authenticate with Steam. Versus way older games don't do that. Spider-Man 2 on the Mac or the PC doesn't do that. Spider-Man 3 on the PC has DRM on the executable file, but you can download a DRM-free version of the executable and then just install with the disc normally and get it to work fine. In case anyone's ever wanting to play Spider-Man 3 on the PC and you have a disc. I don't know, maybe. Damn. Borderlands 4, Vex, and Amon are definitely nice. Rafa I don't mind, but probably won't play all too much. And then Harlow is a strange one that I can't say spend much time playing as her. It's loading, but can only load at the speed of my Ethernet, which is 12 megabits. I'm lost. I don't know. I'm probably just misinterpreting. Like, the way I'm thinking of your scenario, Mr. Noob, is that you have the game loaded on a PC. Like, the PC's doing all the processing. And then it's as if you're, like, remote playing the PC on your Xbox. So, like, theoretically, all the loading should be taken care of on a PC, and it should load fast. And then it's just streaming the video signal over to your Xbox. Unless you have, like, you're loading the Borderlands 2 Xbox 360 version off of a hard drive somewhere, and that's loading over the internet, then I can see that, but I think I'm misinterpreting your scenario here. Is that... You thinking these are pearls? I'm being too optimistic. No shams, eh? I was gonna say all greens. And the one stain in the pile. I think it's gonna be take 236 shams for the 9. Why? That's too many shams. We're only at 50. Vita won't last that much longer. I don't think. They're already taking away the store. Maybe they'll just send a remote kill command to all Vitas and then they just cease to function. They're like, nope, you want to play video games? You need to... We're not getting money off of PS Vita game sales anymore since we turned the store off. So now we want your money from game sales, so we're going to kill your old console and then force you to buy the new one where we still get money from the store. Maybe. Highest sham so far, our highest one was a 90%. I don't remember when we got that one since it's been so long, but the highest one we got was a 90, and then last sham stream we got an 89, which was our second highest. I'm pretty sure that wasn't our first 89, but I don't know. I don't know. But we get through it. We play the game. We have fun. That's what we gotta remember. We have fun sham farming. Could be doing anything else, but we sham farm. Because unfortunately, that's the only way you'll find it, is if you play the game and do this over and over and over again. Put on the mask. Put on the mask, maybe we'll get one. I really wish the dude that did find the 94 on the Vita recorded runs. Because, like, I really want to know how long it took. I mean, all he told us, because he joined the stream, too, like, live after we figured it out. One of the other viewers of the channel, Mr. Actus, commented on that Reddit post, and then told him about what we were doing, like, how we were doing, like, farming live. And then he found the stream and joined. And we, like, you know, we asked him questions, because some people didn't believe him. They're like, no, you modded that in, or, that's, you know, you just got it from a different character and then dropped it, or something. Like, nobody believed him, and I think there's probably still some people in the Discord that don't believe him. But, he said he, like, farmed all day that day, or, like, during the days that he did farm, it was like hours and hours of farming, and then eventually he finally got it, so that's all we have to go by. I fear you're gonna be disappointed, my friend, on TikTok. Not only would I never do that, but the Vita version doesn't have any in-game mods. It's mounting the game on my Xbox 360 and then asking my PC, hey, can you send this to me while it does load on PC? It's limited. Oh, you mean like the game files are on the PC? Like the 360 version game files are on the PC? And then you're, like, accessing it through your Xbox? Like, kind of that way? Is that kind of what I have a question, though. Why would you do that? Why is that your method of playing the game over the disc or installing the game on the hard drive? What other games do you enjoy? I really like the God of War games. Like, I like the old ones and the new ones. Like, I like them, because you can play them on a range of systems. Like, you can play them on the PS2, there's the PSP ones, the Vita just has the first two, but PS3 has a couple, and then the PS4 and PS5 have their own, so I like that, and then I just love the story, I love the combat, the graphics. Like, all God of War games were made to push their systems as far as they could go, kind of thing. And I like that, because they really feel like, you know, experiences that way. I like those. I love Battlefront 2. I love the old one, and I also love the new one. We have our win streak, our co-op win streak going on right now on the PS4 with my one other buddy. What else do I like to play? I like Minecraft. Minecraft's pretty fun. Rocket League's also pretty fun. The other Borderlands games. Played a lot of the Lego games when I was a kid. Lego Star Wars was my favorite. Played Lego Star Wars 2 on the Mac, because my grandparents had a Mac, so when we went up there, we had those kinds of games. Spider-Man 2 on the Mac as well. You know, have some fun. Borderlands 1 hybrid farm when? See, now that's one I would love to see somebody actually find it first. Because I'm pretty sure there's no, like, actual evidence of anyone ever finding that gun online. Like, without modding. It's just, like, a theoretical, yeah, it exists. Maybe. I'd do that on the PS3 if we did do that, because PS3. No one's playing the PS3 version anymore, except for us. We were 4-player. Oh, I was going to say that, too. This weekend, I think Friday night and potentially Sunday night, we're going to have some Borderlands 1 3-player multiplayer, since it's usually a 4-player multiplayer thing, but one of the players is unavailable Friday night, but available Sunday night, and then another player is available Friday night, but not Sunday night, so to make sure they both get included, I think that might be what I want to do, if possible. I have a 6 terabyte hard drive, so thought, why not? Oh, you know what? That's fair. If you have the capacity, you may as well use it. And you can't really put any hard drive size you want into a 360 unless you mod it to accept different sizes, because you can't put any regular hard drive in it like you can a PS3. I'm kind of shocked a PS3 is able to accept 1.5 terabytes without giving you problems. Like, I'm just kind of shocked the hardware allows for it. That being said, you won't get the full 1.5 terabytes because of the way that the PS3 chunks a certain percentage of space, like any system does, but it's... We got ourselves another Sham! Let's go, baby! It's a Sham night! It's a Sham night! What do we think it is? I need to know before I look at it. Did you play the new Lego Batman game? I have not played Lego Batman game, no. The only one I've played the first one, I've played the second one, we got it on the Wii, that was a pretty fun one. It's one of those bigger games that made the Wii freeze and go do the sound. I think I played a little bit of Lego Batman 3 on, like, the 3DS or something. Oh, we got a world drop, too. No way. Let me see it. A Varrook. I don't want to pick you up because I'm pretty sure I have a Varrook. So we got a Sham and a world drop. Part check. No, because that's cheating. You need to guess what it is without seeing the parts, because I know people know their weapon parts. Mr. Slushman, welcome back, my friend. 88%. Alright. Seems like it loaded in 22 seconds. That's still faster than the Vita. The Vita loads the game, if you're connected to Shift, it'll load it in 43 seconds, at least in Bunker. It changes slightly depending on the map. And 38 seconds without it connected. 93. You guys just want me to see me cry. If we get a 93, I might just cry. But the Varrook's pretty cool. Let me add the Sham. We're at 51 Shams. 2 Shams today. Not bad. 88, 90, 86, 93. Mr. Cade. Mr. Cade, yes. You also want to see me cry. Alright, let's see what it is. So we got an 88, a 93, a 90, an 86, and another 93. Whoever gets closest, I don't know what you win. 85. Anybody say? Mr. Noob said 86. You win this thumbs up. I don't have anything to give you, but you win the thumbs up. There you go. It's alright. If the channel ever gets big enough where we can make merch, we'll make some Sham merch. You're not anything special. Alright. That was a good run, I have to say. Not bad. So what are the 2 Shams we got so far? We got 86, or an 85, and actually I think we got 2 85s. I think the first Sham we got was an 85 as well. Are we stuck? Is it just whatever the first Sham is, it's just going to be, that's what we get for the rest of the time? I don't know. Two 85 Shams in one stream. Wowzers. I know, we're living large. If you ever want to see what the Vita version is fully capable of, download the game file from somewhere. And then run it on a Windows, like the Vita 3K Windows emulator. You really want to push the game code to its absolute limits, because you can run it in 8 times resolution, and it actually looks like, you know, a PC version of Borderlands minus some foliage and some lighting. But like the textures are, I don't know. It's weird. It's like, do the textures look bad because they're so compressed, or because of the resolution? I don't know. But, you know, it's, if you ever wanted to push that game's code, do it on an emulator. Free thumb, let me grab the saw. Okay, hold on a second. I'm not giving out thumbs ups anymore if that's the reaction to it. Can we see the Vita? The Vita is over plugged into everything. I can show you a picture of one. Because it's a Vita TV, right? So it needs to be plugged into the wall for it to work. But it's essentially a PS Vita motherboard, minus the daughter boards that house the speakers and the joysticks and all that. So, but like, it's pretty small. It was made during the time of micro consoles. That unfortunately never really took off. I mean, the Apple TV still exists, but wouldn't really call that a micro console. I miss that old texture. I will never touch 3 or 4. I mean, I don't know if this is what you're considering reminiscing about, but I mean, I don't. Borderlands 2 on the handsome version with modern resolution and texture, it just looks so good. Like, I don't care what anybody says. It looks so nice. It looks so modern. Stop it. Get out of the way! Oh my lord. Don't ADS with a Herald. It looks awful. Ah, okay. We could have gotten a better Borderlands 2 port on the Vita. I mean, maybe, maybe not. I don't know. If you look at the patch notes for this version, they did a lot to try and get it to just run on here. Like, one day, I want to, because I have the cartridge, right? So I want to take the cartridge and put it into a handheld Vita and play like version 1.0 of whatever the Vita version was. It won't work on the PS TV because I think like it got 2 updates, and on that second update it got the Vita TV support. So unfortunately I wouldn't be able to stream it. But that's what the Vita TV looks like. That's still too bright. That's what the Vita TV looks like. Little micro console guy. Like it fits in the palm of my hand pretty much, and it plays, you know, full Vita games. So it was a cool time. It was a really weird device, though. Again, Sony just cutting things off randomly for seemingly no reason. You know, it plugs into your TV, right? Like, it was more so advertised as a way to play your PS4 on another screen in your house, because it has remote play. But Netflix didn't work on it. YouTube didn't work on it. I don't even think YouTube worked at that time on the Vita anyway. I don't know if Twitch worked on it, because Twitch doesn't work on the Vita anymore anyway, but Twitch probably didn't work on it. I don't know. It's like the video apps didn't work on it for some reason. And you can't use YouTube or Netflix or any of the streaming apps through remote play anyway. But I mean, you can play PS1 games on it. Any shams this stream? We got 2 shams, Mr. Donut Lord. We got 285s. 1 on the first run, and then 1 2 runs ago. So we're doing good. I'm pretty sure they rushed the development. I mean, the game, it came out 2 years after Borderlands 2 initially dropped. Like, it came out in 2014 with a Vita Slim bundle. So they might have rushed it, I don't know. But I mean, I don't even know if you didn't rush it. I don't know if this is one of those games that you could actually optimize enough to make it look decent and run decent. Because at the end of the day, you got to remember, for the time, it was a pretty big game. Like, maybe not taxing is the right word, but you know, it asked for some capability from the system you're trying to run it on. Like, you know, it's not a light game by any means for the time. And asking to have it run on a portable console from 2012 or 2011, that's when the Vita came out. You know, they tried. And I'm sure the fact that it was also like a multi-platform game didn't help either. Because Killzone looks phenomenal on the Vita, but it was a Vita game at its heart. Gravity Rush looks phenomenal. It's a Vita game at its heart. Minecraft looks okay, but it's Minecraft. Like, it's already a light game anyway. So that's like one of the exceptions. But like the multi-platform games, like the Amazing Spider-Man, suffers visually and performance-wise in a few areas. Borderlands 2. What other multi? Assassin's Creed Liberation. I think it was available on the PS3. I don't know. I think that one was a Vita game at the start, though. But I mean, that one looked pretty good, but suffered performance-wise. So, God of War. God of War 1 and 2. It's the HD collection on the Vita, and it somewhat suffers for the first time in forever. Yeah, no kidding. If anyone guesses the correct Sham percentage correctly, you can get a high five from me. No, they're gonna take my hand. Can't you stream the Vita to OBS with it modded? I think you can. I think you probably could, but I mean, I don't have any Vitas with hardware modifications that have video out. Nor would I really want to go through the hassle of doing that to get it working wirelessly, because even if it worked wirelessly, it would probably be a miserable experience, because the Vita's wireless chip is not great. Mr. Skeleton, welcome, my friend. How are we? Jack and Daxter. Yeah, Jack and Daxter 2 was another one that suffered. I think the Sly games run okay, though. But, I mean, for the most part, multi-platform games did not shine on the Vita, but I think more so they were so you could just take them anywhere. Like, you could play them anywhere. That was the trade-off, and most oftentimes, the multi-platform games, like PlayStation All-Stars is actually okay on the Vita, but most oftentimes it was cross-buy, or at least you got a discount, so it wasn't like, you know, you were buying two games for the price of two games. So, you know, Need for Speed ran very decent on the Vita. Oh yeah, I forgot about Need for Speed Most Wanted. It ran decent on the Vita. It looks downgraded from the PS3, but that's a game that I would probably not want to play on a PSTV. Like, just leave it on the OLED Vita and then it shines the most. But I mean, you know, I think Minecraft, that's the one that I remember. If you bought Minecraft on the PS3, you got it on the Vita for free. And that went for a physical edition too. If you bought the physical, like, PS3 version, you got a voucher code for the Vita version. And I think when you bought a Vita version, it might not have been this way for all games, but for Minecraft, I know. If you bought it on the Vita, then you got the PS3 version for like $5. So, PS4, I'm pretty sure too. For what? Cross-buy or for Minecraft? Or Need for Speed? Yeah, some game, like Helldivers, you get the cross-buy for PS3 and you might get it for PS4, I think. That was one of the games that, yeah, you got like cross-buy on all of them for Minecraft. I don't know if you got the PS4 version for cross-buy. You might have got it for a discount, but I don't think you ever got it for free. Might have been similar to the PS3 edition. Because Minecraft on the PS4 came out like later. I hate my city's power. Did it just go out? Was your trying to load Borderlands 2 off your PC drawing so much power that it you blew the grid? Weave. Where do you think you're going? You can't escape. Like, doing nothing, sitting still here isn't enough to save the performance of this. Borderlands games are ranked in order. At the bottom of my list, New Tales of the Borderlands. I don't know, it's kind of hard. Like, I like Tales of the Borderlands, so me saying it's, like, second last isn't saying it's a bad game. It's just I like the other ones more. Like, New Tales of the Borderlands is, like, at the absolute bottom of the barrel, so regular Tales isn't, like, right above it, it's, like, probably up here. but there's just like a huge gap of null space. Just to make sure that new Tales of the Borderlands can't crawl out of its grave. But new Tales is probably last, then regular Tales, then Borderlands I don't know. It's tough because I'm like slowly liking the pre-sequel in Borderlands 1 more. I'll put pre-sequel and 1 as tied. Actually, no, I'll put 3 underneath those. And then Borderlands 1 and pre-sequel are tied. And then... No, okay, you know what? I'll put Borderlands 3 and 4 tied for now, since I'm not finished Borderlands 4. But 3 and 4 are tied. Then pre-sequel and 1 are tied. And then I do like Borderlands 2 the most. But mainly because I can play it on the Vita. I can't play the other ones on the Vita. What's your favorite Vita game? Mine would be the Sly Collection. I do like Minecraft on the Vita. Like, I'd say as a kid, that was like my fantasy. Because I loved Minecraft as a kid, but the only thing I ever had was Pocket Edition. So I like loved watching YouTube videos of people playing the PC version and modding it and playing all the adventure maps. And, you know, that also included the console versions, because it was pretty much the PC version, more or less. And then so the Vita version, once I finally got one, and then got my hands on Minecraft, it was like, holy crap, I have full Minecraft now, and I can take it wherever I want. It's pretty cool. I also like Uncharted, Golden Abyss. Whoops. Mr. Donut Lord, appreciate. I'm assuming you did you did that removal there. Get a drop this run and I'll send a gift worth 6k. That's asking a lot. We got a drop a little while ago. What do you consider a drop? Like, technically a white weapon is a drop. You know, a world drop, a sham drop, a bunker SMG, customization, green weapons. Because I want 6k for every green weapon that drops then, if that's the case. What's your all-time favorite video game? Favorite video game? That is a tough question. I've played a lot of them. I have a lot of childhood favorites. I don't know. I'd have to think about that. Ugh. I don't know. Because, like, I'd have... Like, there was a lot that I had as my favorite at a specific point in time. And then, as I, you know, got older, I wouldn't say that they replaced that favorite, but, like, I just had a new favorite. But, like, I still liked that as my favorite before. Random, but do you remember Gamefly? Well... Gamefly. I don't know if I ever used Gamefly. I know GameSpy was a online thing. You know, that's how you played online games. I think Borderlands 1 used it for a time. And then they had to switch it up because GameSpy went defunct. We did get a drop! Where's my 6k, Mr. Nick? I got a legendary, a world drop legendary. That's considered a drop. I don't even think he's here anymore, but you know what? That's considered a drop. He said he'll drop a gift worth 6k. Is he a man of his word? Yes or no? If he's...
Knowledge is good.
What do you mean, Siri? Knowledge is good. That's great. Can you keep the knowledge to yourself? Please and thank you. I didn't even say knowledge, but whatever. I feel like I remember using that company. Hey, maybe he heightened your luck for the rest of stream. I mean, luck or 6k? I don't know. Do I accept the luck for the 94 or do I take the 6k? I don't know. What is Gamefly, Mr. Skeleton? Please explain that to me. I remember using... I don't remember the name of it, but I remember on the PC... This was before like with the original Battlefront 2. It was before Steam added like the online servers back, and it was before the Classic Collection came out. I had to use some like online program that lets you play older games online. Like it allowed you to make servers or join servers. I don't know. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. 6K or 94, get a red pill, blue pill situation here. Yeah, really. Can I just like cut the pills in half and then take them together? That's probably not doctor recommended now that I think about it, but gotta wear the mask for like the milestone runs. I'll wear the mask for like the next couple runs after this. Cause like, what are the odds that we get another drop after getting a world drop legendary? Bee shield. So I love how I was wearing the mask earlier and the new people joining were not questioning it. They were just asking me regular questions and talking to me regularly. Ah, come on! There we go. Gamefly, oops. It's just an online subscription service thing that you could rent games and movies. I remember back when I saw commercials for it. Oh! Okay, then no, I've never used it before. I don't remember... I don't even remember seeing commercials for it. I mean, maybe I just wasn't old enough. Like, I don't know how far back you're talking. Because there's a good chance I was just playing the Wii or something. Or the DS. He meant... Oh, he got it off. You suck. Man, I remember playing OG Battlefront on my PSP in middle school. All right, well then I'm young then compared to that. I mean, the PSP was around. I just didn't have one, but you know, definitely didn't have one in middle school. There does not appear to be a sham in this pile of rubble. I was gonna say, it looked like a light green beam there for a second. Make that a rarity. That looked pretty satisfying. Alright, mask is going on. See if it improves our luck here. Again, let me take some water before I go in. Mr. Donalord, please let me know if Mr. Nick joins the TikTok again. Need to have a few words with him about loyalty and respect and getting my hopes up. Also, I'll just point out now, this mask has a sticker in it that says, this is not a toy, not for children under the age of 15 years old, for costume use only. Oh, this feels weird. I put the straps over my ears this time, and the headphone cups are now over the straps. Let's see if this improves our luck at all. Yeah, Gamefly is kind of an old thing, I guess, even though it's still a thing, even today. Not many people bring it up anymore. Oh, really? They don't? It's forgotten, like, Redbox. Well, I mean... okay, this does not feel right. I would think probably that, like, I mean, there's, like, Game Pass, right? Like, I feel like that would probably be the most popular of the, game subscription services. Like, people just use that. Even, because Game Pass works on PC, right? So I would think that's probably, what you can do. I know it's not technically, like, renting games per se, but it's the next closest thing. Like, when you say GameFly, does that mean, like, people, like, if you, back in the day, or even now, I don't know, if you, like, or rented a game, they would physically mail you out the copy of the game to rent? And then, like, you'd have to just, like, mail it back or something? Oh. I am relying so heavily on my left eye right now. The only thing I can see out of my right eye with any sort of clarity is the curtains. Can you still breathe good up in that? I'll let you know. I mean, like, the whole bottom is open. Like, I don't know how much of, like, my chin is sticking out the bottom of the mask. Because, like, if I pull it where my chin is, like, feeling natural, then I can't see out the eye holes. So I need to have it sit up, like, slightly higher for me to actually see. It's got, like, a little couple mouth cutouts, though. But, I mean, in terms of, like, mouth cutouts versus open air, no. I would not think that that's good. But I'm not doing any kind of physical activity in this thing, so we're fine. I play one match of COD and I come back to this. What are you talking about? This is how it always looked. Oh, he's dropping it in a weird pattern. He's facing the wrong way. No sham. That one really flew. What? Oh, no. Brother. What happened? Heavy spin gun. Anything of no. I find that when he does the really weird drop patterns, he never actually drops anything good out of them. Like, ever. Nah, a lot of nothing. Come on, mask. You need to grant me something here. Where's the delete key? 3-0. Yes, you got mailed the game, basically. Oh, that's pretty cool, then, if that was the case. This mask does look pretty cool, though, I will say. Like, the purple is pretty cool. I don't know. I don't know. In Borderlands 4, is there even any pink or purple psycho masks? I forgot GameFly even existed. Were you not the one that brought it up, or was that somebody else? Oh no, it was Mr. Skeleton that brought that up. Oh, I can't really breathe out of my nose in this thing. Because there's a piece of foam right on the nose. You've always had a mask the whole time. We've just had a massive placebo effect. Yep. Even before Borderlands 4 came out, I was always wearing this mask. Yeah, most people forget it exists. I mean, I didn't even know it was a thing, but I mean, is it like everywhere, or is it just in like the States or something? On the road again. Like, how well can you hear me in this thing? Because I'd imagine the audio sounds slightly different. Like, I can hear a little bit of an echo in the mask. Just from, like, you know, the sound doesn't... Gamefly's pretty much how I got through middle school on Xbox One. Good lord. Brother. Mr. McDingus, I used Gamefly for a bit. It was decent. Has everybody just used Gamefly but me? Like, do I just have no idea what this is? I can hear you good, actually. Oh, well, there you go. I like the mask, but you're probably going to get sweaty after a while. I mean, I'm just sitting here, and it's not that warm today, thankfully. It was actually pretty nice. I went on a little night walk before streaming. Just walked around town, walked around the new subdivision, like, nice little breeze. Air wasn't warm at all, so you're not gasping for breath. No bugs. 'Twas a nice walk. So, and the AC will kick. Like, the vent is right beside this chair here, so when the AC kicks on, then I get that. Erased. Want to do me a solid and do a drop while I'm in the mask? It's a little echoed, but not horrible. I think I last used them around 2010. Good lord, I was in grade 1 in 2010. Ancient times. Drop a thing! I'll do one more run in the mask. It's hella hot around where I am, just going outside, I'm already sweating. Good lord. Yeah, that's like that most of the time in the summer here, but kind of nearing the end of August, and so it's going to start cooling off slightly, which is nice. So that's the nice weather, like the windows open kind of weather. That's what I like the most. It's still warm enough that you can go outside and, you know, enjoy the weather, but it's not too warm where like you don't want to be outside for too long. 31. Oh man. Like here, this is where I want to put the mask naturally. And you know what, I guess the eye holes are like kind of level, but like I have to tilt my head way up to actually see. Versus if I just wear it up a little higher, then I can just look up with my eyes. Bunker run, Mr. or Mrs. King Jello. Indeed we are doing a bunker run. Should I just get like super ripped and then just like paint comic book lines on me and then just wear this mask and then I can do a Psycho cosplay? I don't know. Feels like I'm not doing the mask justice. My ideal weather is how it'd be looking in that Twilight movie, just dark, cloudy, and rainy. Twilight was an interesting movie. My fiance showed it to me. I'm like, why did you do this? Why did you put this in my brain? Like, I've seen too many Twilight memes. It's not a movie I can watch seriously. Poverty Krieg. Timu Krieg. Mom, we have Krieg at home. Do they make masks like this for all the other Borderlands games? Like, you know, Borderlands 2 Psycho looking mask? Because, like, I know the Psycho mask is, like, more or less the same design, but, like, it changes. Like, the look slightly changes. Like, this is... I mean, Borderlands 4, I think, is the biggest change for the Psycho mask, design-wise. Borderlands 3 just looks like a little... like, a more 3D-looking, Borderlands 2 mask, and then Borderlands 1, 2... and, well, I mean, the pre-sequel has one on the cover, but I don't think there's any actual Psychos with the mask in the pre-sequel. But I'm pretty sure, like, Borderlands 1 and 2 are the same. Bang. It's a cheesy movie, but I freaking love it. It makes me laugh. Alright, well, I mean, the next time my fiance's on here, we'll throw Twilight on, then you two can watch Twilight together. You suck, Bunker. Man, alright, I'm taking this mask off. I feel the strap on my ear. Yeah, take the shirt off, paint your chest, and go running down the street. And I'll get a makeshift buzzsaw, too, and that'll really sell it. Nobody except for, like, maybe one or two millennials or old Gen Zs that live on the street will know what the hell I'm doing. The rest will just call the police. God damn it. Like, I like that foam on the nose. I don't know if it's meant to stay there or if like you can, or if you're supposed to kind of take it off, or if it's just, I don't know. I kind of wish I got that mask though when I did pre-order Borderlands 4, because I pre-ordered it off Amazon, but I pre-ordered the physical edition, like the super deluxe physical edition, but I didn't get any like added bonuses with it. I pre-ordered the Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. I remember that. But I pre-ordered it. No, I pre-ordered it from EB Games because that was the only place I could find it at the time. I did that online, and then they shipped me they shipped me some like little polybag ship thing that you could build, and I got the blue milk Luke, which I kept in the polybag. Pristine. Well, I rewatch all the Twilight films, and I never get tired of them, not gonna lie. I would love the memes. Man, my power went again. Mr. Noobs, maybe chill with the Xbox, alright? Like, I'm sure all the other people down the street from you are like, will thank you if you just keeping my PC off. Yeah, maybe. Don't be accessing too many things and risk the, something getting corrupt because the power keeps blipping. Are you in the middle of a storm, Mr. Noobs, or is it just like you have no idea why the power's going out? I don't even know if you can hear me still. His Wi-Fi is probably also going out as well. Masks are cool, but one time I was wearing a Scream mask for Halloween and I was hella sweating in that damn thing. I know, it's like where I live, when I was a kid going out on Halloween, like, you bought your costume and whatever, but it always sucked because it was always either raining or cold on Halloween, so you'd have to wear like a coat over your costume or under it, and it just made the whole thing look so bulky. And it's just like, it kind of sucked, honestly, but nowadays it's usually warm, and good luck to all those kids. But yeah, I remember when I was a kid, like, one of the most popular, I think it was a Scream mask, but it was the type of mask where, like, you could squeeze this little, like, heart thing that it came with, and it would, like, pour blood down the front of the mask. I remember that was pretty popular. I'm sure they still exist. Mr. Owen, did you get it? No, but we've got 2 Shams tonight. And we've got 2 World Drop Legendaries. We got a Sham on the first run, and then we got the second Sham with a World Drop Legendary on the same run, and then we got a Varrook, or Shred of Fire as the second World Drop. We got a Varrook as the first. 2 85s. Do you emulate this game or play on the Vita? We're playing on the actual Vita. Hence why I always keep the physical cartridge box beside me here, to show off to people who may not know it exists. But yes, we're playing on a PlayStation TV, so no emulation. My city's hamster needs to get spinning. Now my city's power is just doo-doo. Just the other day my internet was acting a fool, but it got good. We got a bunker SMG! Yeah! The run after I take the mask off, then we finally get a drop. Maybe that's what I should do. Just wear the mask. It like builds up a cool drop. We got an E-Tech. Good God, it sucks. And then just take the mask off, and then boom, drop.
Well, hello there, Luke.
I mean, I can add it to the list, I suppose, but like, whatever. Build? I'll show you. I didn't do like a specific build. I just kind of put the points where I wanted to put them. Here's the build. Here's the first tree. Here's the other tree. And then here's this tree. The one thing with the Vita is that because you can only get level 61, you can't do like the final skill point on 2 trees. You have to pick one, because there's just not enough points for it. It's this button. Biome. What a soldier. Oh yeah. We're doing this like legit. we're having fun. Appreciate the likes on TikTok, my friends. Appreciate you all. I know. I forget who it was last time, last Battlefront stream. Somebody was asking about capture cards and streaming and all that, and I kept this here beside me to show him in case he came back. This was my first ever capture card. This thing. This does not look like a capture card. If anything, this looks like an adapter. And quite frankly, you could probably use it as an adapter. It's USB-C to HDMI. But technically, this is a capture card in here. It was $10 on Amazon. And it's 1080p 30 frames, despite the fact that it claims 60, it's 30. And a lot of the early God of War videos and early streams that I decided to use it with were through that thing. The Battlefront streams were not. I used the PS4 for that, but for other things, a couple of the early original Borderlands 2 story playthrough streams were using that. You can tell when I switched because of the colors, and believe it or not, clarity improved when playing this. Why did they just take out the points for this version? I'm guessing because they just didn't want to add any more DLCs to this version, because it was probably a nuisance to develop for. So it got the UVHM upgrade 1. Please don't go on that side. But it didn't get UVHM upgrade 2, which is where you get your second 11 skill points from. Get out of the way! Thank you! We gotta kill him fast before he decides to charge up again. This is not exactly fast. There we go, we're getting somewhere. He's gonna go, he's gonna go up, he's gonna go up. He's dead! Dude, PS Vita say for real? For real. FR for real. Here's the game case and everything. Playing it with a PS Vita TV with a PS4 controller, because it supported PS3 or 4 controllers. Damn, I just chugged like 3 water bottles right now because it's so hot. Good lord. You got like some AC units over there, or you just relying on like a breeze? Like a ceiling fan or something. Look at this guy. Look at this doofus. I wish I had a case. You just have the cartridge. I mean, you could probably like go on eBay and just like buy the case for it, like empty. Or you could just buy the full thing again, and then you have 2 copies of it. Like a cool guy. Be one of the very few people in the world to have 2 physical copies of Borderlands 2 on the Vita. Setting records. Dang, why is it so laggy? Because this console relies on battery power, and it's from 2011. That's why. The Vita was powerful for its time, but Borderlands 2 required more than it could give. Mine's just a CD holder. Huh? What do you mean a CD holder? Borderlands 2 on the Vita uses a cartridge. When you open it up, it's got the spot for the cartridge right there. Sometimes I keep extra CD cases in case it gets damaged with some CD cases too. Oh, extra cases in case it gets damaged. Same way. Oh, I read that completely wrong. Sometimes I keep extra cases in case it gets damaged. Same with CD cases too. Aha. I know. I'm someone who really loves jewel cases for CDs. Like, if I ever order a music CD, you kind of see this more with like modern CDs, like, you know, modern releases for music. They'll just ship it to you in like a sleeve. And that kind of sucks. Like, I hate trying to, like, you have to bend the case. Like, you have to squeeze it from top and bottom for the sleeve, and then it opens up. Then you gotta, like, reach in there, and you're scraping the bottom across the paper, and it's just awful. I hate doing it. And I was really disappointed when I got my God of War Ragnarok CD, because it comes with two. And the way that it opens, because it's like a double sleeve thing, so it opens one way and then the other way, and the CDs are on the two ends, so you have to like squeeze and then reach along the middle and then take it out. It's awful. It's truly awful. So jewel cases are the way to go. Just be gentle with them. Don't like tear them apart, and they'll live. And then like it's just way easier to get CDs out of. Level 61. Mr. and Mrs. Aristotle. Yes, level 61. Vita did not get any other updates past level 61. Ooh, the aiming. Ooh! Quite off. That's actually pretty cool. It is pretty cool. You know what? Appreciate you for saying that. The Vita appreciates you for saying that too. Yes, it's also why I like when we do our PS Vita story playthroughs with the multiplayer. It showcases like that to me is the full Borderlands Vita experience, what it would have been like back in the day. To see, because I mean, not a lot of people bought this version, comparative to other versions of the game, and so nobody really knows what the full experience is like on here. So I'm happy to deliver that when we do the story playthroughs. Okay. We're shamless for a little while here. But that's fine. He's just charging up. How's the grind? Still here, still grinding. Unfortunately, we've got 2 shams tonight so far. 2 of them were 85s, and one of them was right on the first run, so. And then we got 2 World Drop Legendaries. The Varuk was on the same run as the second sham, and then a Shred of Fire after, a little couple runs after, so. We're going through it. It's the highest sham you've got. The highest one that we've got over, like, all time was 90. I don't remember when I got that one. It was a while ago. And we got an 89 last sham stream, so that's like the second highest, but 90's the highest. We have 51 total shams, because I have the counter on this side now on the TikTok, and on way across the screen that way on the YouTube. So, we're getting there. I want to buy some CDs so I can burn some totally legal games onto CDs. What kind of games are you burning onto CD? They can't be that big. CD is like 670 something megabytes, I thought, or 640 something megabytes. Unless you have like multiple discs for the install. Buy some blank DVDs. Probably go better. Appreciate the follow, Mr. or Mrs. Aristotle. Appreciate you. Is this the Game Boy Advance version? Pretty close. Pretty close. You had a true Game Boy Advance game on your hands when it had a clock battery inside of it. No, we got the Vita version. The humble, misunderstood, crunchy audio Vita version. The audio balance was not one of the things that was unneglected. Xbox 360 games. You want to burn Xbox 360 games onto CDs? You're gonna need like over 8 CDs for one game, pretty much. Didn't the 360 use dual-layered DVDs? And that's if your game had one DVD. Some of them came with two. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ugh, sorry, I meant DVDs. Okay, that makes me feel better. My Pokemon Silver is lost to time because of the battery clock being dead. Oh man. That's rough. I take it replacing the clock battery wouldn't get it back, like it's just kinda gone. Or would it work? Because wouldn't you just need to make sure that the in-game clock is after whatever the save was? Or whatever the time was that the save recorded? Because, like, doesn't the save... Ooh, an e-tech. I can barely read that. Oh, I'm sure it would, but it's more dramatic my way. Can't remember what show it was. There was this one guy. Like, the situation was totally salvageable, and the guy was like, "No, we're lost. He can't come back," or something. I don't know. The guy in the back's just saying logic. Actually, he's probably okay. I think he'll live. He'll be fine. I don't know. It's not that difficult to replace a clock battery in those Game Boy Advance games. Just get the right button battery and pop it out, put it in, and there you go. Now, if you're replacing the CMOS battery in a game console, and it's not a PS2 Slim, good luck to you, because you have to tear those things all the way apart to get to the motherboard to change one little button battery and then put it all back together. So, you know, like I just opened... Actually, I can't say because I don't know if certain someone's watching. But I know on the PS3 FAT, when you open that one up, you have to tear it all the way down on the motherboard to replace the CMOS. I'm pretty sure it's like on the bottom too. You have to flip the thing all the way over too. I don't know. For like such a vital piece of equipment in these things, like if the CMOS dies, your system can't authenticate or check on the server side of things, and therefore your games cannot be played. Like, wouldn't you want to make that a little more accessible to people? Sham time. Oh yeah. You know it. Can you do a different thing, please? I'm tired of killing you this way. Fastball. Absolutely. Hey! Hey! Shooting a man with his back turned. Oh, crap. Interrupted my flow. Now you die because of it, Bunker. You probably knew him. There we are. Little setback. Computer activate infinite shams. I wish. We got 2 shams so far tonight. You'd think that with all the technology they'd have today / nowadays that they'd now invent a CD that can hold more bigger games, you know. Yeah, they did. It's called Ultra HD Blu-rays. Ultra HD Blu-rays can hold 100 gigs, I think, each. Not that GTA 6 is... Well, it's not coming to disc, but... Ultra HD Blu-rays hold 100. Dual-layer Blu-rays hold 50. Hence why no PS3 games exist on dual Blu-rays. Dual-layer DVDs held 8 gigs. Single layers were like 4.6, I think. And then CDs were 640 megs or something like that. So they evolved, and then there's like HD DVD, if you remember that. If you were like one of 5 people or something in the world that owned the HD DVD add-on for the 360. I go to Value Village all the time, and I will see like a decent collection of HD DVDs. Like I was at Value Village yesterday, and I saw one of the Batman movies. Like, that's insane. My PC keeps blue screening in IDKY and neither does Best Buy Geek Squad. Does it have a BIOS update? Like, isn't there an error code that usually pops up on the blue screen and, like, you can tell, like, maybe it's like a RAM issue, like the RAM's not being recognized all the time, like maybe just reseat the RAM, or maybe it's a problem with your storage drive, like maybe try replacing the drive, or something else, I don't know. Like, usually there's an error code, but I mean, if Geek Squad can't figure it out, but like, I don't know. Does the Vita just not have any DLC going past level 61? Yes, correct. The Vita only got Oasis Torg, UVHM1, Krieg Engage, and some cosmetic DLC. That was it. I hated changing my fat PS2 battery. Like, why is it in the bottom? Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I don't know why. I mean, to be fair, in the PS2, it's, like you said, it's just a clock battery, so it's not going to prevent you from running games. It's not, like, as imperative that you have access to this thing compared to a PS3 or PS4 and above. So, but yeah, I get that. PS6 better be smaller since they're cutting disk drives. I mean, the PS5 Slim is still the size that it is, and it doesn't have a disk drive. Or, like, the diskless version of it. There's quadruple layer Blu-ray XL, but that's really only sold in Japan via Sony. What would you even put on there? Like, what's the point? Is it just, like, to hold data? It's like, I doubt they're putting movies on these things, or games. What's the storage capacity of one of those? I tried BIOS and the error code is very, oh, it's very general. Did you try reinstalling Windows? Hello, sir. Oh, that's embarrassing. Like a clean install of Windows? I don't know. Is that a software thing? Appreciate the likes, Mr. Aristotle again, or Mrs. Aristotle. I have no idea. TVH Japan has way more better advanced stuff. Well, out of curiosity, why aren't you doing this at level 80? Because the Vita did not receive level 80. Level 61 is the maximum level that you can get on here. So, I mean, yes, normally when you want a Sham farm, you want to do it at like max level, but for the Vita, this is max level. So we're doing it as much as, I don't know what I was going with that. Oh, where are you going? Take your shirt off. No thank you. I like having a career and potentially getting a job in the future, you know? Is this supposed to be Destiny? No. Destiny on the PS3 looks and runs better than this. And I can't speak for the 360, but I mean, I'd assume probably similar. Mainly data archiving and professional media storage, and I think 128 gigs, but that's what's available for consumers. They got bigger ones for non-consumer markets. I'm kind of surprised 128 gigs though, because like that's not that much more than a standard Ultra HD Blu-ray. So, I wish you the best of luck. It took me 20,000 kills. 20,000? Are you sure you didn't add an extra 0 to that when you typed it in? Like, this, did the sticky keys sound play? 20,000? I'm gonna be dead before that happens. I'm gonna be 150 years old. Good lord. Nah, this is Roblox. I wouldn't be shocked if somebody could get like a Borderlands running in Roblox. Didn't they get like a COD looking thing running in Roblox? Like, I don't know how people do that. Again, like the last time I played Roblox was in 2015 on my iPod 5. That's what I remember Roblox being. And then I didn't play it after that. And then now I'm seeing like all these different things. I'm like, holy crap. What happened to freeze tag? Like, that's what I remember playing. What happened to like There was this one open map. It was like a castle-looking thing and like a house. It was like very liminal looking. And it was just people with like rocket launchers and that was it. You just chase each other and blew stuff up. Or like the survive the tornado thing or something. Get 2,000 kills with SMGs. Have I really not like accomplished that yet on this character? Play Roblox still sometimes, and they have some good games on there. I mean, it seems really popular. Like it seems, well, it is really popular from my understanding. But I have no idea. Like, if I jumped in now, I would have no idea where to go or what to do. Where's the enemy resistance? Oh, whoa. I gotta remember to take this mask somewhere else and not step on it. Like, it's even textured too, which is pretty cool. For a free mask, free little pre-order mask thing, it's not bad. It's got a lot of cool detail. There's a close-up look of it. It's pretty neat. Pretty cool looking. There's the inside. There's those two little foam block things I was talking about earlier. I keep it on the printer. Ward off any evil spirits. Or probably encourages the evil spirits now that I think about it. Anything in this pile? We haven't had any world drops in the main area pile yet today. But two out of here. Oh, 20,000 runs. That's the information. Bane, is that Bane? Bane? Is this close to the Bane? I guess maybe, yeah, kinda. Like the mouthpiece maybe looks kinda close to Bane. It doesn't look like the Borderlands 2, like I'm looking at the case here. Borderlands 2 had like a circular looking, like almost shredder looking thing on it versus this. Like they really radically changed the design from the Borderlands 2/3 mask to the Borderlands 4 one. Like it's more rectangular in the eyes. Like the 2 is circular and all that, but I don't know. The Borderlands 2 mask like is just iconic. Like when you think of Borderlands, you think of that mask. Imagine wearing that mask in front of your cat, though. One time my cat got confused when I randomly put a tiger mask on. I've seen so many videos of people wearing, like... Or just, I saw a video, some dude got a giant balloon version of his cat, and then the cat, like, murdered it instantly. I don't know. Cats are interesting. Like, I don't know if it was scared of it because it looked like a cat, or just because it was this giant floating thing. And they decided to swat. I don't know. I've never worn it in front of the cats. My one cat probably wouldn't care. The Minnie, the oldest one, she probably wouldn't care because she doesn't care about a lot of things. She just cruises. She just exists. Gets her food. Likes getting picked up every now and then. Likes flopping and rolling around. Daisy, the youngest, the kitten, the 1.5-year-old kitten, she might do something with it. She might run at you or run away or steal the mask and then run away with it. I don't know. I have my lightsaber, like my NeoPixel lightsaber thing, and Daisy loves, she'll like grab onto the blade and try and take it for herself. Or she'll, like, try and eat the blade. I don't know. It's not the reaction you'd expect from a cat. Cats are so funny. I love seeing their reactions to stuff. They are interesting creatures. They are an interesting thing that exists that you can own in your house, and they walk around and do things and sleep, make noise. If you have the type of cat that gets the zoomies, then holy good god. Like, again, the youngest cat. Just, like, you hear the stories of zoomies, and you see these videos online, like, that's gotta be staged or something. Or like, somebody's chasing the cat, or they threw something. No. Like, our cat, she will look at you, and it's usually at night, and when you look at her, and she's in the moment, you just know, like, you see it in her eyes, she's like, she's gonna take off. And, like, she just has that wide-eye look at you, and boom! And she, like, makes a trilly noise when she runs, and it gets, like, I don't know, when she's hitting a corner or something, it'll get, like, deep. As she's running, like, she's exhausting so much energy. It's like a car that makes a noise if it doesn't have a muffler on or something. They just... It's funny. And the oldest cat just looks at her. Just watches her run, like, what the hell is wrong with you? Maybe your cat thinks the lightsaber's just a bigger laser pointer. I don't know what she thinks about it. Because she likes the blade even when it's off. But, like, she can tell when when I turn it on. So, I mean, I don't know. They are a strange being. Where'd the shams go, bruh? Don't make me put the mask back on. My cat always had the zoomies, and whenever I heard a thud, I knew he slammed into a wall. So this is the thing, she doesn't slam into walls. Like, sometimes, I know when she was like a kitten, when she'd be running up the stairs, like, she'd generate enough speed where she'd be able to skip over a stair. I'm like, holy crap, if you miss, you're like tumbling back down here, but no. She would generate so much speed that she'd be able to skip up a stair or two. She never runs into walls. Like, I mean, we have carpets pretty much everywhere except for the kitchen and, like, right by the front door. So she can get lots of traction. So when she's hitting, like, a corner, she will, like, boom, like a 90 degree turn. But, I don't know. She loves bugging the older cat, though. And the older cat is just, like, classic, get away from me. I don't want your nonsense. Like, she'll just be sleeping. The older cat will be sleeping somewhere, just enjoying her time. And then, when the younger cat, you know, she's had enough of peace and quiet, she'll, like, sneak over. She'll, like, stalk her. Then she'll, like, go over. She'll, like, touch her in the back to, like, just to stir things up. And then the older cat will, like, get up and look at her, and she'll hiss. And then she starts going after it. Like, why? Why did you feel the need to do that? Cat would walk around my legs, trip me, and he'd follow me. Jesus. He needed, hey man, personal chauffeur to the bathroom, I guess. Who's firing all those rockets? Is that a jet loader? You think anybody's ever done a Borderlands 2 run where they haven't got hit once? Like, they haven't been shot once? Is that possible? I spent around 2,100 runs for it on the Vita, and around 300 runs on PC, OP8 94% version, good luck. Did you get the 94 on the Vita? Or no? Did you end up with one? We need a Hyperius boar on the Vita, bro. Man, sounds like Zero's gonna be the third character we play as, just because everybody wants to see everything get bored to death, including the Vita. Catnip plus zoomies, yeah, pretty much. That's the thing, though. Like, she's only had catnip a couple times in her life. She doesn't even need it. She's just like a perpetual energy generator. What is this? This is unacceptable drop. 4 white weapons. Get out of here. Appreciate the follow, my friend, on TikTok and the likes. It is all appreciated. I gotta start posting more clips on TikTok, as more people have been following me there, and I feel bad because it's like, oh, you followed me. There's nothing else for you to watch. Like, there's like 4 clips or something. I posted one today. Posted a Battlefront one on there today, but I'm like, there's like 4 or 5 clips for you to watch, and the 4 original ones are old. Like, they're older. So I'm like, well, so I gotta start. The only reason is, like, I do all the editing on the MacBook. Like, I have to. That's why I record the vertical look, because it makes it easy for YouTube Shorts and for TikTok. So I record that window, and then I'll like put that into iMovie, and then like find the parts that I want to clip out, and then I'll like, you know, split the clip and everything, and export it, and then I have to put it back into iMovie to rotate it and then crop it so it's like just that rectangle and not like the whole black screen part. But I was having issues airdropping videos to my phone recently, but that seemed to not be the case today. And so I was able to airdrop the video. I try to export it at the ProRes thing for the YouTube Shorts just to ensure that it's like maximum quality, but I'm not about to airdrop a 5 gig file to my phone for ProRes. No, I've dropped the Vita version and swapped to PC, transferring my gauge save to it. Let me know how that goes, because I'm always curious to see how the character save editing goes for like a console to PC, or like a lesser known version, console version to PC. That being the Vita version. What the hell? Just had to test the shield. Did what Darth Maul did in the Phantom Menace. Just testing the ray shield. Or whatever that was, the energy shield thing in the fight. I mean, I wish you luck, though. In your sham farm. We sham farmers gotta stick together here. I'm no stranger to it, and doesn't sound like you are either. Jump! If you're still there, I'm just curious, why did you start with the Vita version farming? It's my turn to ask other people that question now. Why are you both still alive? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No! No medic for you! I swear that grenade, like, throw animation flew over here significantly after he threw it and died. Man, what is this? I'm just happy we're not farming for a conference call or anything like that. Again, what is this drop we're at luck here? Dude. 6 white weapons. I was watching Jolt's, I'm working out in the living room, and I just throw Twitch on when he's streaming, so, I don't know, he was playing Gauge, and he was trying to get I think it was a shock conference call. Dude took forever. Like, I went out for a walk, came back, like, I had just left the TV on. Bro was still farming for it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. I mean, I know he streams, like, significantly longer than I do at a time, but still. And he has, like, no load times in his game, too, so if he's taking that long, you know it's taking a long time for him to get something. Hot tub sham farming when? Why? The only person I expect to ask that of me is my fiance, but I don't have a I don't. Bleh, I don't have. I don't have a hot tub, and I don't have a Sham. I don't have the 94 Sham. But sorry to disappoint you, Mr. Noobs. That's the when the channel starts getting money, that'll be like the special subscriber tier. The members tier, whatever you can do on YouTube now. I've seen that when I'm watching Mr. Nightmare videos. He has like a members tab, and you can like, for $19 a month, you can subscribe to that and then get access to other videos. And I'm like, why did you need to go and do that? I like free things. Like, ads on YouTube are getting ridiculous now. Like, it seems like there's an ad every 3 minutes or something, and I know there's ways around it, but I mean, you know, just why? So here, because the channel is not monetized, you can watch the entire Sham Farm stream and literally everything else on the channel with no worries of ads, so you're welcome. And that won't be for a while, because I'm pretty sure you need a minimum of 1,000 subscribers to start having the video ads play. 500 subscribers is when you can open, like, if you want donations to happen, you can open that, and I think that's when you can open the members thing. I don't know. I don't think I will do that, because I don't have anything that I would put in a members tab. Like, I don't know what I would put in there to make it exclusive, so to speak. Just paywall the Sham Farms or something. No, I wouldn't do that. There's enough things you have to pay for in life. If I can provide entertainment that people like to enjoy watching, or you have it in the background, I'm not gonna ask you to pay for it. I wouldn't feel good about it. It'll be the OnlyFans special. I'll wear the mask the full time, and no, I'll just start wearing that mask the full time when I'm doing normal streams, and then on the members only tab, I'll take the mask off. Be like a dream face reveal moment. The hell, man? Where'd all my shams go? Well, at least this is better. That's a little more pleasing to look at. Save transfer gone smoothly, but it was just quite a... It was quite a chain official save transfer to friends PS3 first. Oh, okay. With my PSN account, and then decryption and conversion to PC. Oh, so you were like doing this in real time. I thought you were like doing it after you had already done it. Okay, so I guess, yeah, there's no official way to just get the save off the Vita, or I mean, not official, but I mean like easy way probably, because you'd probably have to go into like Vita game files, and it might be encrypted or something. So yes, because I have heard of people doing save transfers from Xbox to PC or PS3 to PC. So I mean, at least we know there's a way of doing it. You're not stranded on the Vita. Ugh. Stick your turrets to walls and ceilings. I love that ability. It's such a useful thing to have. The mag lock. Especially when you have 2 turrets. I mean, by the time you spec into the skill tree to get the mag lock and 2 turrets, it's like the enemies that you're fighting probably aren't going to be killed very well by the turrets anyway, so... But I mean, at least it's extra damage, and they take attention away from you. Yeah, already done it. Just answered the how-to question. Ah, okay, okay. Fair enough. Well, I appreciate you answering it then, my friend. Appreciate you for going out of your way to do that. But I did have another question. Why did you start on the Vita? That was my other question. Because I want to know. I know why I did it. I don't know if that's a similar reason as to why other people do it, but... We're a niche group. playing Borderlands 2 on the Vita when there are infinitely better ways to be playing the game. God. Who keeps breaking my shield? There we go. Oh. Time is it? 1:53 in the morning. Holy crap. Unacceptable. I'll try and aim for maybe another hour, maybe a little less. We'll see. Like I said, I don't want to do another 4-hour stream. Done 2 4-hour Vita streams, and that's it's too long of a time. At least at this time of night, it's too long. Because I've only got a Vita at the time, and I wanted that rare Sham. I mean, you know what? That's pretty much exactly my reason. I played Borderlands 2 on the Vita because that's all I had that could play it at the time. And I was also a kid, and I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna buy this behind my parents' back, and, you know. So, I'm like, ooh, it's an M-rated game, let me try that. It's open world and a first-person shooter. I didn't understand Borderlands at the time. Never played the first one, and I was also, like, 13, I think, when I got a Vita. And I was like, oh, this looks cool. I can shoot things, and I like the look of the game. I like the art style, so I'm gonna play it. My brother had a Vita at the time, too, and I convinced him to get it. And we played a little bit at the beginning of the beginning of the game, but he did not acquire a liking as much for it as I did. Different people. I want to get a Vita. Well, they are around. Unfortunately, they're not cheap. Sometimes you can get lucky, and you know, you find a cheaper one, like 150 bucks maybe. That's kind of cheap, but if you're ever shopping for a Vita and somebody's trying to upcharge you by saying the console's modded, don't take it. Like, don't take that from them. Modding a Vita does not increase the value of a Vita at all, because you can quite literally mod it yourself and it takes 2 minutes. And that's not worth another $50 upcharge or whatever they're charging for them, right? Like, I'll see all the time on Facebook Marketplace people selling, I mean, you know, mind you, they're OLED Vitas, like some of them are OLEDs, but some of them are Slims. But they'll be selling this thing, and they're like, oh, I know, it's got like 1,000 games or something like that. So, okay, they've put a micro SD card in it. And they'll charge you $360. I'm like, absolutely not. Like, all you've done is bought a 128 micro SD card, which I saw at Best Buy yesterday for $30. And you've gone through the 10 minutes of process to mod the thing, install some plugins, and I mean, downloading the games didn't take 10 minutes, it took longer than that, but I mean, you know, to install all the plugins, 10 minutes. Like, wow, is that really worth the extra $140? No. So, don't take that. If you're Vita shopping, don't think you're getting, like, some insane thing because you spent a lot more money when they claimed it was modded and, you know, made it sound like this huge thing. It's not. Buy a stock one for way cheaper and mod it yourself. If you're really stuck on how to do that, there's videos everywhere that show you how to do it. You don't even need a computer to mod a Vita anymore. Like, you can just go into the web browser and do it yourself. Yeah, I saw one titled modded, but it was $200, whereas the unmodded is $140. Yeah, like, I don't know. I know OLED models go for more, because, I mean, you know, they are better looking. Like, the design themselves is better, the screen is definitely better. Battery life is not better. The speakers, at least in my experience, are not better than the Slim. And the Slim has 1 gig of internal memory, whereas the regular, or the OLED does not. But that 1 gigs becomes inaccessible to you if you put a memory card in, which is stupid. But the Slim also uses micro USB, so you don't need to worry about proprietary charging. But you know, I recommend going for the 1000 Blue model. It's got an OLED and the newer motherboard revision and slightly more energy efficient CPU and better overclocking capabilities. Nice. You can mod it in 30 to 60 minutes all by yourself. Yeah, like if you're downloading games, it'll take upwards of 30 to 60 minutes because the Vita downloads things super slow. But that's okay. But like yeah, if you like really want to like fully customize the look of the menus, get Adrenaline running, if you have like RetroArch and you want to fiddle with that, custom themes, downloading games, like you know, it can take, but I mean, you know, it's don't let people trick you into thinking that makes the Vita worth $120 more than what you could buy it for without the mods, quote unquote. So, there's my piece of advice for Vita buying. Try and go for the OLED. But I mean, the Slim is still just as good. The screen, like, it's the same resolution. It's just that OLED has better blacks and more contrasty colors. But, you know, the OLED also has that weird port on the top that was never used for anything. That weird, potentially video output port that never got used. And so, if you don't want that on there, then get a Slim, I guess. The Slim also came in more colors. Or, like, the colors are a little easier to get. They're, like, neon colors. Like, I have a blue one, the neon blue that I bought with my own money at EB Games back in the day. But the OLED colors do look pretty cool, too. And there's some special edition ones that are also ridiculous in price. I like the OLEDs, but also not, since they can burn in. I mean, any OLED will burn in if you leave it on long enough and, like, leave it on the same thing long enough, like, same display. But, I mean, you can easily swap out the screen and swap out the shell or something, if you want. I don't know how much Vita OLED screens go for, but it's like opening a Vita, at least an OLED, has got to be one of like the most, other than maybe like a Game Boy, one of like the most simple things you can do if you're getting into console repairs. Like a Vita is so easy to just like the ribbon cables are very easily accessible and easy to take apart. The daughter boards kind of just come right out, like everything's kind of its own separate pieces. And, you know, it's for all intensive purposes, like, a good beginner piece of technology to fiddle around with and take apart and fix and clean and do all that stuff. And again, there's videos everywhere online that walk you through this kind of stuff. Burn-in on 1000 Vita is much less common and less pronounced than some other devices like old Samsung phones. Oh yes, the AMOLED displays of yesteryear. And some old, I know old OLED like TVs and monitors experienced burn-in a lot. But I mean, I feel like for Vita burn-in, like it's not so much as, it's not like natural, not natural, like common burn-in that you see on TVs, like it'll burn in the image. Vita burn-in is like when it's on a black screen, you can see like green almost splotches sometimes around, like depending on how used it is, like you'll maybe see green splotches a lot, but like the screen needs to be black. Otherwise, you can't see it at all. Like, if there's some black parts on the screen, but, like, it's got other colors on it, or it's displaying other things, you won't see it. So, it's a different kind of burn-in, and honestly, it's not really noticeable at all. So, Only thing I liked over the 1000 was the Slim had a better port for charge. Yes, the micro USB. And the Slim, I mean, you know, by name, it is a little more comfortable in the hand. The 1000 model, like both Vita versions have the pads on the back, like, you know, where you're supposed to rest your fingers. And it has the touch pad too in the middle. But the 1000, the resting pads are kind of small. At least for me, they're kind of like, they're really narrow. So depending on the game you're playing, you might accidentally hit the back touchpad when you don't mean to. Oh, brother. Please stop making... What are you doing? Okay. That was slightly concerning. But the Slim model, the pads pretty much, you know, you're not really hitting the back touchpad at all by accident. And again, depends on the game. Not all games use the back touchpad. Saw someone selling a Slim. They soldered on a USB-C. Yeah, people will do that. Even on the OLEDs, they'll solder on USB-C, and you know, that's maybe when I would pay a little bit higher of a price, because that does require some skill, some soldering skill, and some time and effort and whatever. Like, maybe that. Like, that's not something that you would do on your own, per se, and you can't do in 2 minutes. But, I mean, the Vita modding community is insane. Like, with software-wise, you can put Mario 64, Quake. I think one of the Quakes is working. Some old Mac games, like Nanosaur, Bug Dumb, the old PT game that never released on PS4, like the demo thing. Someone ported that onto the Vita. GTA 3, GTA San Andreas. And there's like a whole bunch of other games. Like, somebody's trying to port the original Halo to it right now. Like, everything. It's insane. And I'm all for it. Like, people even make their own games, and they'll put them on the Vita. It was cheaper than the normal ones. Really? It was cheaper? That's... Actually, I'm kind of shocked that it was cheaper. I don't know. How many more runs are we doing? I'll probably go for like another 40 minutes. So I don't know how many runs we do in 40 minutes, but probably go for another 40 minutes, because that'll take us to 3 hours, and then bedtime. Bedtime is fun. How long's your break, Mr. McDingus? We'll go from there. So I know you're probably on break right now. Mr. McDingus has to sneak a Vita into his work. Then we can sham farm together while he's on break. Get him in streams. The one issue I will say I've encountered with Vitas, and I don't know if it's just like OLED specifically or if it can happen to Slims. Like, I know the battery stuff, you know, batteries can become finicky and mess up on Vitas. Like, my original OLED that I was using, the battery, you know, it wasn't lasting as long. It felt like even when I had shut it off fully, it was still losing power as if it was in standby mode the whole time. And so I'm like, oh, I swapped the battery, and it kept doing the exact same thing. I'm like, okay, that's not good. So then I modded it and installed the battery fixer, and the battery fixer somewhat fixed it. But then it started having an issue where it would just never ever enter sleep ever again. Like, I would click the power button and then it would stay in sleep mode for 10 seconds and then it would shut off. Like, while it was in sleep mode, it would just shut off, and I'm like, well, that's not good. And it did that even when it was unmodded now, so I'm like, I think the battery controller chip might be a little messed up. I don't know why. Because even before I had modded it, like, it was still behaving unnaturally. So, and I have a white OLED that I had bought for parts that also is doing the exact same thing. I'm like, why? It's just a shame, because I kind of want my thing to go into sleep mode. I don't want to have to make sure I'm in a save state every single time I shut the console off for like a second. If somebody knows what that is, feel free to tell me, because I would really love using my OLED again. Because it has, like, the case is in near phenomenal shape, the screen has near no burn-in. Everything works perfectly fine, it's just that the system doesn't work properly. Ah! Help. Help. Boom. Man, when you do your zero run, I'm gonna be so sad you can't get the Chaotic Evil Rouge class mod. What do you mean I can't get it? Why can't I get it? How do you get that? Is it in a DLC that I don't have? World drops. No. Man, dude. Tiny Tina DLC. Ah. Yeah. I can't remember if you were in the stream when we were talking about this, Mr. McKenna, but, we were having debates on the grog nozzle. Because technically the grog nozzle was in the game before the Tina DLC. It was a... Was it a pre-order thing, or was it like a promotional thing? I can't remember. It was one of those things. So technically the gun exists in the game prior to that DLC. Like, it exists in the code. So then we were thinking, if you were to take a character, put them on like the PS3 or PS4 version, go to the Tina DLC, and get the grog nozzle, and then zip back to Sanctuary or something, and then transfer your character to the Vita, would you still have the grog nozzle? I don't know. Because usually, you know, if you go to a DLC that the Vita doesn't have, and you put a gun in your inventory, or a piece of gear in your inventory that, you know, the Vita doesn't normally have access to, come back to the Vita, it'll tell you you need to download the DLC required for this item to actually use it, and then it will just won't be in your inventory. However, the grog nozzle technically existed before the Tina DLC did. So technically, wouldn't the gun's code be in the game already? I don't know. Also about the levels, I think if it goes higher, it'll show 70 in the menu, but actually the game it'll go back to 61. Well, I mean, for gear... What the hell was that sound? For gear that's above level 61, it'll show up in your inventory as whatever level it needs, but you can't actually use it. Like, you won't be able to use it on the Vita. But it'll display, like, because I've done it before. I think I did it on stream once. Like, I put a level 72 gun in my inventory and then brought the character back to the Vita, and it said level requirement 72. Like, it was able to display that perfectly. And obviously I wasn't able to use it. Makes me believe that the UVHM Upgrade 2 is just like a lock on the code to tell it not to go higher than it can, or than it currently is. Because, like, I feel like all that kind of gear exists in the game already, it's just that UVHM Upgrade 2 unlocked the game's ability to let you go past that and let the enemies go past that. I don't know. I could be wildly off. Nothing, no pearls, no nothing. What happened to our shams, dude? We were like doing incredibly. Hey, we were doing incredibly well for RNG, and then we just kind of fell off. That doesn't sound right. Is it the mask? Do I need to put the mask back on? Can't breathe in the mask, dude. What does Instagram have to say about any of this? Jesus. Interesting news. You talking about when they put the grog in as a farmable drop for 24 hours for that loot? Okay, yeah, it was the loot event. I don't know why I can never remember why that was from a loot event. There's a PC mod. Yacht. What? Yeah, I guess it was the loot event. I don't know. Because in 2013, that was before the Vita version came out. And so the Vita version got whatever game code had already existed at that time. So, like, technically, the grog could be in the Vita version. There's a PC mod that recreates the hunt drop pools. Was there other guns in there that you couldn't get anywhere else? Because, like, the grog you can just get from the Tina DLC. Just don't turn in the mission, but, like, you can just get the gun and use it. Like, I don't know why you'd want to do that mod unless you'd want to get other stuff. I don't know. Because when did the Tina DLC come out? Wasn't that... Did it come out in 2014 or later? It must have. Because I don't think it existed when... Oh, he's still alive! I don't think it existed when the Vita version came out. Because that would have been really weird. They, like, released the Vita version, but, oh, we're just not including these things that we already made. We're not even going to try. Sandhawk, whoa. Uh-oh. He had enough time to... I didn't want to do that again. No. He had enough time to block it. Tina released in 2013? We didn't get ourselves a sham. Why not 72? You know what? Just because I don't want to play on level 72. Nah, because the Vita didn't get level 72. So you might be able to transfer a character over to use it on the Vita. I'll have to try it one time. Like, I've pondered this question so many times while we're doing these streams. I'm like, one time I should actually try it, but I want to try it on stream. We'll make a list of all the things we want to see tried, like, all the things we want to see tried on the Vita version, and then we'll just have one stream where I just title it, like, Breaking the Vita version. Like, we'll try transferring a character that's higher level over. We'll try transferring a character with a whole bunch of gear that's higher level over. We'll try the grog thing. We'll try... What else should we try? I don't know. Viral glitches or something? Clipping? I don't know. I don't know what else we should do. We'll make a list of it. Breaking Borderlands 2 Vita. Like, I really wish... If I had a second PlayStation TV... If I ever find one at, like, a thrift store for... Like, by some miracle chance... I find one at, like, a thrift store and I, like, buy it, I'll mod that one. And then, because there's a mod for PlayStation TVs that lets you play all PS Vita games on it, even the ones that they didn't let you play initially. So if I were to do that, then technically I would then be able to play... wait a minute. Yeah, technically I'd be able to play version 1 of Borderlands 2 on the Vita. But, I don't know how well that would run, since we're A, playing version 1, and B, playing it on a system that it technically doesn't recognize yet. Higher level will transfer to Vita with no problems, but the grog will be deleted by sanity system. Explain the sanity system. What do you mean? Because, like, the grog technically existed in the code beforehand. Didn't it? Because I know, yeah, like, if you use a piece of gear that the Vita doesn't have because it doesn't have the DLC, then yeah, it'll delete it from, or it won't delete it from your inventory, but it'll just make it disappear. So, like, if you were to transfer the character back off, you'd still have the weapon. But if you are using it on the Vita, you just won't have access to it. You won't even see it. But, like, explain sanity system to me. Because if it's what I think, the Vita version, they were probably not on the sanity system when they made this. But I'm probably thinking of something else. Vita probably is in the code, just isn't available since the quest isn't there. Oh. Okay. So, then answer me this. Is there any way to, like, other than the PC mod that you were talking about, Mr. or Mrs. Last, is there any way to, like, glitch a grog into your inventory within, like, the regular parameters of the game without doing the quest or picking up the quest? Because that's the only other way. Like, so what happens then maybe if you had a character on PC with the hunt mod installed, or I don't know. Because I guess technically the grog wouldn't be like a modded weapon at that case. You're just modding the game to let you get it through the other drops. But like you have a character, or okay, no, let's say this, theoretically. You were playing the game in 2013. You collected a grog nozzle from the 2013 drop, or the 2013 hunt, and then you use the save editor to put the character on the PS3, and then you transfer it onto the Vita. Technically, then you would not have picked it up from the quest. You just have it in your inventory. Would the game then technically let you use it on the Vita? Because technically you could have been a player that got the grog in 2013 and then played with this character and didn't go above level 61. Played with this character, you know, past 2014 and whatever, and you'd still have the gun in your inventory, right? Sanity system checks if part combos are correct and if gear is tied to DLC, and if the DLC is installed, then sanity system has existed on every version of Borderlands 2. You can mod in static parted grog on PC version, sure. Okay. Because then I would also wonder, because, I mean, the Vita version came out after the hunt thing, but the gun would have existed in the game's code already before then. So, like, if you were a character, or if you were a person that did the hunt, got a grog, waited years till save editor existed, transferred your save to a PS3, and then transferred your save to a Vita. Or would the hunt would have been on the PS3 too, wouldn't it? Like at the time. Was the hunt a thing that you could do on like the 360 PS3 version? Because then if that was the case, just do theoretically if you were a person that did the hunt on a PS3 and then you just transfer your save over to the Vita, you'd have the grog, right? Doesn't matter what's the source of the grog, it's only a matter of DLC availability. Okay. So did the hunt happen before or after the Tina DLC dropped? The hunt was on PS3, yes, okay. Because if the hunt happened before the Tina... If the hunt happened before the Tina DLC happened, then technically that version of the grog wouldn't be tied to any DLC, would it? Because it didn't exist yet. Because at that time, the grog wouldn't have been considered a DLC weapon. If that's the case. I don't know. I wasn't playing Borderlands at that time, so I don't know when these events happened. The hunt was after the DLC release. Ow, come on, that sucks. Damn it, dude. That sucks then. Okay, so then it's probably near impossible to get a grog on the Vita then. Grog dropped from Golden Golem at the hunt. Oh, okay, well yeah, the Golden Golem is a character in the Tina DLC. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, we tried. I wonder if there's a way for somebody to mod all the DLCs onto the Vita. I'd imagine that would be a painful process. You know what? I bet if the source code for Borderlands 2 Vita leaked, then someone could probably do it. They probably have to recompile the DLC code, though. Like, you'd need the source code from the... I would assume the PS3 version. Like, I'm assuming the Vita version's probably the PS3 version, just downgraded a whole bunch. But if you got the source code for both, recompile the PS3 DLCs into Vita code, and then put it into the Vita game, technically then you'd be able to play all the DLCs on Vita. I don't know how well they would run, because I'm assuming there's probably a logistical reason as to why they didn't put these DLCs onto the Vita in the first place. But, like, we don't care about that. You just overclock the Vita, and then that'll compensate for overshooting. Overstepping. Technically possible, but no source code for now. I know it doesn't exist, or it's not accessible. But you never know. Minecraft Legacy source code got released. Anything's possible. Was Minecraft Legacy a way more popular game? Probably. Compared to the Vita version of Borderlands 2. Maybe. However, there is I mean, think about how far people have come with modding the Vita in general. Like, I'm sure somebody out there will get access to the Vita Borderlands 2 source code at some point. And then that'll be the day. That'll be the day somebody decides to import, like, PS3 level textures into this game, and DLCs and all that. You'll most definitely have to overclock your Vita to probably get that to work. But I mean, you know, they could work on the bugs. They could finally, like, reverse engineer the code and see, hey, why does this version truly have all of its different kind of crashing issues and, like, what's going on here kind of thing. Oh my god. And they found Borderlands Online, for God's sake. They found Borderlands online and got through the menu crap that was only accessible if you had an account in China. I need the bone shredder to stay invisible. Yes, that's the one thing you're not allowed to change. If you ever get the Borderlands 2 Vita source code, and you're adding in all these like high quality textures and whatever, you're not allowed to add in the bone shredder texture. It must remain unadded and neglected. We have to remember our roots and where we came from. It may look a lot nicer. It will probably not run any nicer. But we can't forget. We can't forget what's already been forgotten. At least Borderlands isn't like the Saints Row community where we were told they found the source code and then the project got killed. They probably... What? Do you think they actually found the source code, or do you think the Saints Row developers hired a bunch of hitmen and then ended them? And you can get around sanity system by using Gibbed editor. Since the grog was in the loot hunt, its asset code resides in the core update data rather than inside the DLC 4 installer package. Okay, now we're talking. But wouldn't the sanity system imply that the gun's code is in the DLC? Or did they just do some, like, shenanigans when they did the DLC? Like, did they say, even though this gun exists in the core update stuff, we're gonna tie it to the DLC, or, like link it to the DLC? Is that what happened? Because that's what I was thinking, like, just deleted the DLC and tried it on my PC. So do you have it, then? And then could you... Well, I mean, if you're using Gibbed save editor, though, is it like... Is that only tricking the PC version into thinking of it, and then... Because what if you did save editor thing, put it on the PS3, and then transfer to the Vita? Would the Vita sanity checker or system then count it? Would it, like, come to life, or does it bypass all sanity systems on all systems? I don't know. Getting into a deep rabbit hole of whether or not you can use the grog nozzle on anything. Ugh. Vitaport is kinda lazy. You don't say. I wonder what gave it away. The constant hitching and stuttering? The fact the bone shredder doesn't exist? The sub 10 frames per second in some places? Vitaport's kinda lazy, felt rushed at the time. I've looked at configuration files at Nexecutable. They cut nearly every dynamic graphic capability. It's just nothing to restore besides textures. I mean, I believe it. There is absolutely no dynamic lighting anywhere. Like, any kind of lighting you do see was already baked into the textures. And you can tell here, like, this is that. There's no shadows. Like, I don't think multiplayer characters shadow either. Sanity checks on any device, but if it's like how it is on PC, you should be able to port it to the Vita and have it work. I just don't know, because like I don't know if what you're doing with the Gibbed save thing is just tricking the like it's just like a localized thing where it's just tricking the PC's sanity system because the PC has the Gibbed editor on it, or if it's just like removing the need for it to go through the sanity system at all, no matter what system you put it on. I don't know. I haven't gotten into any of that stuff, so like I'm just purely guessing here. I may be way off. You can't use grog on Vita unless someone ports Sanity Disabler mod and code of the grog is really still there. Oh. Well, you said update 4. What do you mean update 4? Oh no, I'm not disabling the sanity system on PC. Like you said core update 4. Did the Vita receive core update 4 at all? Because, like, we know it didn't receive DLC Tina, but did it receive core update 4? Because if it didn't receive that, then you'd actually not be able to use the grog, no matter what. Like, I don't know what, in terms of, like, core updates, what one the Vita is currently sitting on. Want to make your saber turret more awesome? I'd love to. You didn't give me the skill points for it, though. They took away the animated saving icon, too. They took everything. They stole it from me, Karma. I wouldn't be shocked if, like, you find an enemy in this port that they really just, like, a unique enemy they just really forgot to put a 3D model in for, and it's just like a moving PNG file, placeholder file. Like, I'm actually kind of shocked that the shield and health bars are animated in this version. Not that that would, like, probably take any kind of extra processing power, but, and the weapon stuff, but, like, just compared to everything else they took out, like, I'm kind of shocked that that remained. I know in the original Borderlands 1, like, not the Game of the Year edition or anything, like, the original Borderlands 1, the health and ammo and shield and everything was not animated, it was static. He back. Indeed I am. Best of luck, everyone. Bye. Good night, Mr. or Mrs. Last. Appreciate you for stopping by and blessing us with your Borderlands Vita knowledge. Always appreciated. Have a great night or a great rest of your day, my friend. Brother, where did all my shams go? Where did all my shams go? Supposed to be right here. No, back to this crap. Like, brother, is this the best you can do for me? My fault, I ate all the ate all the shams. You better be sorry. I was a little hungry. The sham is in a similar shape to a chicken sandwich. I can understand the confusion. I'm just making the assumption that the main part of the game is the same as the Vita, so it's a toss on if it works. Probably would be easiest to try it. I mean, yeah, I mean, you'd probably have the facilities to try it over me, because I don't have the GIB thing, or I don't even really play the game on PC at all, but, like, you'd have to do GIB thing, remove the checking thing, like, for it to be checked with the sanity system, transfer the save to a PS3, and then transfer that to the Vita. And then you truly know. Because I don't think what we were talking about earlier, like, I don't think... well, definitely the DLC thing wouldn't work. And then I don't think even if you had got one from the hunt, it probably wouldn't work. I don't know. I don't know. Because, I mean... I guess, because it sounds like during that hunt thing, getting it from that golem guy, it sounds like it was a dedicated drop. Because, like, you know, you can kill, in DLCs, you can kill any enemies that are specific to that DLC, like the trees, right? Like, you kill the trees, and you get the beast shield. But because it's not a dedicated drop from those guys, I mean, you have a higher chance of getting it, but I don't think it's a dedicated drop, and it's in the main game. You know, you can still use that on the Vita because it exists elsewhere. But, like, that's, you know, just because it dropped from a DLC-specific enemy doesn't mean that, you know, the gun should be inaccessible on the Vita. Because it doesn't have that. I don't know. Interesting theories. Please play a different song during the bunker fight just once. I implore you. Ah, crap. He was ready for that. Oh, 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 oh. Ooh, no sham. Still remember that my first and only 94 sham I got on accident while using bunker to level up. Well, you know what? Good for you. I'm so happy for you. That's what I gotta do. I gotta come into one of these fights, like, not with the intention of sham farming. Just iridium farming or something, and then, bam, we'll trick him. Trick him into dropping the sham. Yeah, I've seen some people get 94 shams just from story kills, and it's like, you know, absolutely not your intention. I'm like, alright, cool. Like, you know what the chances of that are to get it on a story kill, first try, some other variable? Like, literally the chances are astronomical that that happens, I think. And yet it happens to people. I'm like, wow. And then people who, like, I feel like it's like the lottery. I feel like that's how the lottery goes. It's like, sometimes you'll get people who play the lottery, like, every other day, or every week or something, and they've been playing it for 40 years, and they haven't won any of the big prizes. And you see this random dude who's never played the lottery before buy a ticket, and then bam, $50 million. I'm like, okay. Like, the veteran lottery players are fuming when that happens, and that's what I imagine happens, since I see it. How much longer are you going? We'll go like 10 more minutes, I think, tonight, and then we'll call it a night there. Oh, 1 in 24,000? No, it's got to be way higher than that. Like, it's probably 1 in 24,000 to get a 94 just regularly, but I'm talking like, you gotta add in the fact that this is this person's first ever try. I don't know, is that how that works or not? You suck, jet loaders. They use their generational luck getting a perfect sham drop on a story run. I know. Could have used it on a Nemesis Invader. Borderlands 1 could be the first people to ever... See, like, I feel like if we did a Nemesis farm on the PS3, I would quite literally be doing that forever. Once I start teaching, you know, it's like, oh, the one and only thing this YouTube channel streams every now and then is just Nemesis farming, and if we found it, we'd be the first people to ever find it on the PS3, guaranteed. But then again, I thought that way about the sham on the Vita, and then lo and behold, midway through our sham streams, someone found them. Something I once thought impossible was made possible by a guy who watches the channel nonetheless. Should that be like a bannable offense? Bro finds the 94 Sham before I do. Is that a bannable offense? No, I'm following a dude who's been farming over 2 years. Oh my god. See, then, you know, that would be, like, absolutely rubbing it in his face. We just start doing it on the PS3, get it first try or something like that. I'd be like, wow. First person to ever see one, like, in actuality, since I'm pretty sure, like, legitimately, I don't think anyone's ever found one without mods. But he's only farming badass enemies. So explain that farm to me. Like, how does that farm actually, like, you know, if I were to start tomorrow farming a Nemesis Invader, what would I need to do and where would I need to go? Like, is it just badass enemies that have a chance at dropping it? Or, like, any enemy has a chance at dropping it? Or is it a specific enemy in a specific place that drops it? Because, like, I don't know anything about the Nemesis farm other than, like, it's a near impossible gun to find. Like, I don't know anything about the process. There's a conference call. Whew. Oh, getting tired, man. 1 in 19,000 from Cromrax and 1 in 164,285 from badass enemies. Why wouldn't you just farm Cromrax then? Like, those are, like, way better odds. I know Cromrax is difficult, but, like, I feel like after a while you'd have them down to a science and wouldn't be so bad. PSP Vita, those are two different things, but yes. Playing on the PS Vita, my friend. The Borderlands 2 PS Vita version. The most forgotten version of the most popular looter shooter ever. Oh, my bad. No worries. You're not the first I've seen call it PSP Vita, and you won't be the last, but that's alright. It is a culmination of both those things. It is a Vita in the first place, and it was inspired by the PSP. It was the successor to the PSP. How are you doing tonight, my friend? How's everything with you? Is it smooth or does it have high frame drops? Well, I'll let you be the judge of that. Especially once we kill Bunker, I will let you be the first-hand judge of how the frame rate is. I'm doing good, how about you? I'm doing alright. Going to bed soon, but, you know, I'm still doing alright. It was a good day today. Had a good, evening/night walk earlier. Enjoying the weather, enjoying the breeze. Listening to the outdoor sounds. Good day. Can't block that. Killing Cromrax takes about 15 seconds, I think. He just wants to flex on it from farming back. Flex on, like, the thing had pretty... I don't even know if it exists legitimately. Flex on who? Nobody. What's he farming on? PC, probably. Get that load times. Borderlands 1 on a PS3 with an SSD does not take that long to load. Like, if you're in single player, it's pretty respectable, I would think.
Well, hello there.
Did we get a pearl? We caught another pearl. I think that might be the 4th pearl we've ever found. And we don't have it. We don't have that one. That's pretty cool. Okay. I'm gonna need to drop something because I'm also collecting the pearls. The infinity. We don't need. We'll get rid of this one. I feel like an elemental infinity is more rare than a corrosive, or than a regular. Let's try her out. That sucks. hell was that? Okay, so it acts differently when you aim in. Or no, it doesn't. Okay, I don't know. There's a reason why nobody likes the pearls in Borderlands 2. But it's our fourth, I think, of 6? I think there's 6 pearls in Borderlands 2, or like Gen 1 pearls, I mean. So we're like 2 away. Which, like, I wanted after the Sham farm, we were gonna do a, goodbye, Infinity. You were a great asset to us long ago and stayed in the inventory, but you've been replaced. After the Sham farm, I wanted to do a pearl farm, but we might get all the pearls before we get the thing. Nah, you're getting sent to the void for calling it a PSP Vita. I don't make the rules. Blame Mealin. That's good, man. Walks so healthy. People nowadays just go work and call it. Yeah, you know what? That's true. That is true. I'm guilty of that sometimes. You just get tired from work, but honest to God, a walk is just soothing, you know. Especially if you kind of live like away from the city. I think too. Like, I mean, I don't really live near the city at all, or near a city. Just neighborhoods and nature sounds and just that wind, and you know, it's pretty chilling. It's pretty good. Helps you clear your head or add things into your head and you can't remember things very well. But it's nice. It's also nice if you go with somebody too. Like if there's somebody else in your life that likes going for walks, makes them that much better. I just live on a small town. Well, there you go. That makes 2 of us. How am I feel? Wait, the perfect Nemesis Invader is a 1 in 506 million? 1 in 506 million. Because, yeah, like, I'm pretty sure the perfect one, that's the one that everybody farms, right? That's the one where, like, you just have to tap the trigger and it'll fire the entire mag at once. Oh my god. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure the only person, like, the only way people have ever seen it or knew about it or used it was because they modded it in. Like, they had to use mods to actually get access to it. That's absolutely ridiculous. 506 million. I honestly think if we tried to do that, my PS3 would actually, like, run itself into the ground. Like, it would be working and be on for so long. Like, we just burn out the cell processor, like, some component on the board would fail, or the SSD would fail or something, like, something would give way. Going to head off to go raid the fridge. Have a good night. Alright, Mr. Noobs. Have a great night, my friend. Appreciate you for being here, as always, and hope you have a great day tomorrow. I don't need it. I'm fine. Man, yeah, you should definitely try and farm that. Got a new series after you get the perfect Sham. Yeah, I have Nemesis Invader. Someone's asked me to do the perfect Height of Terra farm. And the 94 Sham in Borderlands 2 VR. I'm sure that's great for my health in the long run. All the impossible farms. Just make that a playlist. We'll alternate between them. Alternate between Borderlands 2 VR Sham farming and Nemesis Nemesis farming, and I don't need it. I don't need it. Hamburger cheese. That is a unique username if I ever seen one. You're like the only person on TikTok probably with that username too. You should feel proud about that. Imagine we get another pearl. I still want a storm. I want to see what that one looks like. I seen this when it was 300 runs, followed, and still haven't gotten it. This grind must be brutal. I mean, we just learned that a gun in Borderlands 1, which I'm pretty sure nobody's actually seen with their own eyes or gotten legitimately. We just learned that the Nemesis Invader, to get the perfect version, which is the one that everybody wants, is a 1 in 506 million chance. So compared to that, it's not so bad. We're 1,658 runs in. I finally got the run counter and everything to show up over there on the TikTok, so that's nice. Hey, don't mind if I take a chomp. What? I don't know, man. Borderlands 4 has to have some kind of like insane gear. Like every Borderlands game has to have that one thing that's near impossible to find. Add extra pickles. Pickles are good on a burger. A 0.0000. Hold on, how many zeros is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 zeros. So 0.000000002% chance to get that Nemesis Invader. Oh my god. How many Maya heads? I mean, we've got all the customizations that he drops. We're not playing as Maya, we're playing as Axton, but like too many customizations from him. Double bass would be so... Oh, bubble bath. I don't know why I read that as double. No pickles, only cheese. It's just cheese. Pretty sure somebody at Burger King did that once. They ordered a hamburger, but took everything off it except cheese, but like added an ungodly amount of cheese, so it was just this tower. Oh. Bang. Hella worse compared to the perfect Sham at 0.0027. I mean, yeah. Potentially. Doesn't feel that way. Getting sleepy, gonna go to bed. Fun stream, see you, bro. Good night, Mr. Skeleton. Appreciate you as well for being here, as always. And yeah, I'll probably be getting off here pretty soon as well. Oh, I see I spent 7 years on that one TikTok chat. Please don't say what I think what I think you're gonna say. Okay, never mind. This is not what I thought you were gonna say. Spent 7 years of my life strictly to cooking. Speak of the devil. Cooking cheeseburgers, and I think I finally mastered it. I mean, if you haven't mastered it after 7 years of cooking, what's probably like the easiest burger to do, I think you may need to invest in a cookbook or cook something else, perhaps. We got a customization. Oh, I was farming bunker. Bahoo, bahoo. My speech is just falling apart now. I was farming bunker earlier on my OP10 Maya, but switched to my OP10 Zero because nothing beats Boar. I mean, when you're like that high up in the levels, like just killing him without an instant kill is just you know, you just don't want to do that. Should have spent 7 years on a chicken sandwich. I don't know, it has to be perfect. Bro's farming the perfect part cheeseburger. Perfect cheeseburger, the right seasonings, not flat, none of it. Yeah, you gotta have those buns toasted to like absolute perfection, perfect coverage on both sides, or on like both flat parts of the bun, perfect seasoning, perfect diameter of the beef patty, perfect amount of juices coming out of there, cheese to beef ratio, if you're layering it with some more beef. You know, I hear that. So it's dedication to a craft. We'll do 3 more runs, and then bedtime. 3 more, including this one. That's the thing with this. Once you start, it's hard to stop. Once I start going back to teacher's college, though, I'm sure I'll be stopping way earlier because I'm just going to be exhausted. More exhausted. Did you ever beat Wonderlands? I still have my Wonderlands PS4 copy sealed. I have not opened it yet. Which, I don't know why. Like, I've beat every other Borderlands game, and I wanted to tell myself well, I haven't beaten 4 yet, but I told myself I want to beat the other games that were out at the time before starting on Wonderlands, but I don't know why I didn't do that. So it's still sitting sealed on my shelf with my other Borderlands games, with my sealed Borderlands 2 on the Mac. Reminds me of that one regular show episode, Searching for the Perfect Burger. I remember the one where they had the grilled cheese from Cheezers. Is that a grilled cheese deluxe from Cheezers? Yeah, it is. How did you get this? I bought it with money. Wasn't even theirs. I disliked it, but went back and beat it and had fun. Yeah, I think with Wonderlands, from what I've heard, if you're kind of going into it with like an endgame mindset, that might be the wrong mindset, because I guess endgame is kind of brutal. But like, if you're just kind of playing it to play through it, and you know, you have fun with the gunplay, and you like, you know, that kind of Dungeons and Dragons theme, then you know, it's probably for you. I don't know. It's kind of hard to make. Were they trying to do like a Tiny Tina DLC, but in a full game type of thing? Like, it's kind of hard to do that, I would think, especially when you're so far removed from that like atmosphere mindset that the developers were in when they made the DLC, because it was so many years after. He's addicted to the gamble with the Sham gods. I know. I saw on the PS, I think it was the PS4 store, like the digital store, or maybe it was the PS3 digital store. Like, you can just buy if you want. If you don't want to play any other part of Borderlands 2, you can just buy the Tina. Like, they released a Tiny Tina DLC, but as a standalone like game. Like, it's the exact Tina DLC, but you're not required to own Borderlands 2 to play this. Like, you spawn in, you're in level 1 in this DLC, and like all the enemies are level 1 with you, and they scale up with you. But like, you can just play as that. Like, I didn't know what it was at first. Do you have a better console? No. This is the only console I own and will ever own and have ever owned. Just the PS TV playing 540p games on a 1080p screen and at 45 inches and loving life. Are you gonna void if you get it? No, I'm keeping it. Originally, we were trying to be the first people to ever get the 94 Sham on the Vita, and then a viewer of mine commented, hey, I'm also doing that, like a couple months ago. And then 2 days after he commented that, he got the 94 on the Vita. I'm like, well, that sucks. Figured that out on live, and you could see the happiness leave my eyes. And then Broski joined the live. So, I mean, we'll be the first person with video documentation getting the 94 Sham, so I would like to keep it, because it'll be my first 94 Sham ever on any console, but like, I would like to keep it for documentation purposes. I don't know why I thought when I read that at first, like, are you gonna void? Am I just gonna disappear when the shield drops? Melee kill. Only 60 more years of this melee. Only. Oh, nice. He's owned this since a kid. Never upgraded. Yeah. So the one and only. Got it at clearance at Walmart for like $50 or however much they were going for on clearance, and that was it. Only one and only. Are there no DLCs? There's a few DLCs. Like a couple made it to this version. Man, you just gave me PTSD. Endgame actually is boring in Wonderlands. Yeah, that's what I read, bro. I bought the game thinking it was a new game. you bought the Tiny Tina DLC standalone thing. I don't know why they did that. I guess the Tina DLC was so popular that they thought that people would just want to play it as like a standalone thing, and they didn't want to like buy all of Borderlands 2 just to play it and then get up to the point where you could play the DLC. I don't know. It was weird. It would be Aura if you dropped it off a cliff, though. You'd still have the whole video. Yeah, but what if the stream gets taken down, or like what if the channel gets deleted? Then I have no way of proving that I ever got the shield. So I need to keep it. I need to keep it in my inventory on Fred character. Fred Vita character. Have you been farming since you've been a kid? If I only did 1,661 runs since I was a kid, that would be like, I think, the worst example of efficiency ever. Inefficiency. Save it to your phone, bro. Save what to my phone? This is like a 3.5 hour stream. I can't save that on my phone. But I understand keeping it. Yeah, I want to. It's my first Sham. Or my first 94 Sham. The clip. Nah. I can't bring myself to do that. I can't throw it off the cliff. We worked too hard for it. Have you upgraded your phone? No, I'm still rocking that BlackBerry, the Priv or whatever that. No. Yeah, I've upgraded my phone. I got my fall of wones over there. My wall of phones. Stuff I've both collected and stuff I've used as my main drivers. The original iPhones on that shelf over there. With 2 3GSs, 2 4Ss, an iPhone 5 that still has Flappy Bird on it, a 5C, 2 5Ss, a 6, a 6S, which was my first phone ever, an iPod 5, an iPod 2, like iPod Touch 2, iPod Touch 5, iPod Touch 7, an iPhone XR, an iPhone 8, and an iPhone 10. The iPhone 10 was my second ever phone. So all the other stuff I collected. I think there's an iPod Nano 3, not on the shelf, but somewhere over there. iPod Shuffle, which I have in my car. What else? An iPad Mini 2. iPad regular 3. Yeah, something like that. Hot stuff. So yeah, I got. Makes no sense why they did it, considering the game goes on sale with all the DLC for like $3 on PC. Yeah, how much did they charge for the standalone DLC thing? Bro's driving backwards. I didn't even realize that. Do you have OP levels? Not on the Vita. The Vita did not get the Digistruct peak. I'm doing one more run. For good measure. What was that? Oh. This dude flying backwards was taking all the Vita processing power. Wasn't able to drop the Sham that time. This is the last run for the night. And then we'll call it. One random wall of Milan's house is just made of phones and iPads. I mean, yeah, pretty much. There's MacBooks. I have a sealed iPod 7. Like, when the iPod 7 was announced that, or when Apple announced that they were, like, done making iPods, I knew that the iPod 7 was going to go up in price since it wasn't on sale for that long. and it's like the last iPod ever made, so I bought two. I bought two and I kept one sealed. I bought a product red 32 gig or 64 gig. I don't think they made them at 32 anymore at that point, but iPod product red 64 gig, and then a gold iPod 7. So I kept the gold one sealed, so it's still on my desk over there. And then there's a 2012 MacBook Pro, a 2009 white MacBook, 2015 MacBook Pro that I'm using as my TikTok chat, and a 2018 MacBook Pro that was iCloud locked that I un-iCloud locked and can't update it, but I mean, I know I did update it and then I un-iCloud locked it again, which was a pain. And then my current one. What are the odds of what? Getting the shield? It's like a 0.0024% chance is what we've come to realize. It's just 0%. Pretty much it feels like that at this point. There's more zeros than there are, like, real numbers. It's never existed. Nope. That dude that posted a picture of on Reddit of it was just photoshopped. 100%. $10, but $5 on sale, so again, yeah, like, if you can get the main game with all the DLCs for $2 less than just a DLC, why would you not do that? Sir, give it up. Well, that's unfortunate, but that's okay. At least we didn't go 4 hours this time with nothing to show for it. 8 hours of stream and one sham. That was awful. We needed that pick-me-up that was the first sham drop tonight on the very first run. Sir, give it up. I mean, you know what? At some point you just get fed up. It's just like, you know what? It how it be. Never saw the other sham, so it never exists. You never saw. I'm pretty sure somebody like posted a picture of it in the Discord at some point. I don't know. Do you have any interest in playing modded Borderlands 2? I think I would like to try it at some point. Like I've seen a few videos of people playing modded Borderlands 2. Like you know, mainly just for like crazy shenanigans, like stuff that you know, you're never really gonna beat the game playing it, but like just to see what it's capable of. Oops. The messages menu on the Vita, of which there are none. I didn't see it. Don't exist. All right, whatever you say. I don't know. I'd like to try a modded Borderlands at some point, just to mess around. You know, I feel like most people's favorite games, you have to try a modded version at some point. Like Minecraft, again, huge when I was a kid, and I didn't have access to it. And then I got my very first laptop, which was a ThinkPad that could not think a lot on its own, since it had a craptastic Pentium and then a 8 gigs of RAM, I think it had, and 64 megabytes of video memory. So Minecraft was questionable. Still installed mods on there, and then eventually I installed a couple, like I like Battlefront, the original Battlefront 2, installing some mods on there. There was some cool mods for that game. But, you know, maybe at some point in the future, I have no idea. Mainly use it for the community patch, which balances a bunch of stuff, so it's nice. I have heard of the community patch. And yeah, that would be so nice in our current predicament, but, you know, This is what we got, so this is what we can work with. Alright, my friends, that's going to do it for me tonight. I hope you enjoyed this much more productive Sham farm that we had. So I recorded this one, so I'm probably gonna cut out a whole bunch of the drops and then post that either on YouTube Shorts or TikTok, just in case you didn't see all of them and you just want the fun stuff. We got total today, we got 2 Shams, 2 World Drop Legendaries, 2 Bunker SMGs, and a Pearl, and a customization. So what is that, actually? It's a lot of drops. We got 2 Shams, 2 Bunker SMGs, 2 World Drop Legendaries, a Pearl. We got 9 drops today. Holy crap, with the customization. I want to say that's got to be like the most drops we've ever had in a stream. Like 9. I think the previous record was 7. So like, that's not bad. And we got some Shams. So it's like, I think in that 7, we had Shams, I think. Or maybe we didn't have Shams. I don't know. So yes, I will have to go through those. Maybe while I'm at work tomorrow, I'll just bring my laptop and cut through the footage and find that. So, you know. But peak stream, Mr. Streamer, man. Appreciate you, Mr. Donut Lord, as always, and your modding abilities, or your moderator abilities in the TikTok, being that extra set of eyes. So, yes, you guys absolutely make these streams what they are, whether we're talking about the game or just talking about life in general. And, yeah, I probably won't stream tomorrow. Friday night, like I said, I'm going to try and do the Borderlands 1 3-player stream, since we're missing somebody. And then Saturday, I think Jesse's coming down for the weekend, so maybe we'll do another Minecraft PS4 stream. Those ones I know you guys seem to really like, so, you know, I'll make sure I record this one. I really wish I recorded the last one for the TikTok side of things, so I could, like, post the highlights of us going through the mansion and whatnot, because honestly, that stream was hilarious. But, so tomorrow, on Saturday, maybe we'll do some Minecraft, and then Sunday night, potentially we'll do another Borderlands 1 PS3 3-player stream, except with the one guy that wasn't there, and then somebody else is going to leave, so we'll figure it out. See you next shamble. Peace. Alright, my friends. Have a great night or a great rest of your day, depending on where you're coming from, and I will see you all in the next one. Take it easy.